Huh.
Looking for perfection, crafted just right. Step into the glow of the neon light. We've got choices for days, from sleek to wild, where fantasy meets life with a playful smile. The Doll Channel, where dreams ignite. More than desire, it's love at first sight. The Doll Channel, oh come and see. Customization, chemistry, every shape, every style you crave. Luxury, built to pave the way. Discreet, elegance, always you. From companions for love to pure art displays, we're not just selling dolls, we're sparking waves. The Doll Channel, your journey begins. Let pleasure and passion win. Doll Channel, awaken your fantasy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Doll Channel. I'm glad to see you guys here, having a great, wonderful, whatever day it is. I think it's Wednesday, yeah. And we're here, man. We're here together, having a great time. Yeah, don't you see the great time I'm having? Let's go ahead and welcome our first guest to the stream. None other than the wonderful, amazing, incredible, pony guide, Texas Moon Knight.
Hey everybody, I'm Texas Moon Knight, and just because when you walk into a bank, everyone notices you while you wear your pony head, that doesn't make you a furry. How's everyone doing tonight? Ricky knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you stick out like a sore thumb. Oh my god. Oh. Well, I mean, you could say like stick out like a sore wiener, because I mean, if it was sore and you were walking, you would notice.
Yeah, you'd feel it, and people would notice.
How would you get around without walking? You would need a wheelchair.
Yeah,
You know,
at some point you would, yeah.
at least with a thumb, you could stop using your thumb. But I mean, at some point, it's like you have to get up and walk, even if it's to the bathroom. Even Paul has to acknowledge this, you know? Let's go ahead and welcome from New York, Benju Dover.
Assalamu alaikum, motherfuckers. What is going on, my dolly fuckers? Hope everyone has had a good week. I know it's been a hard week for the Doll Channel. You know, I'll let you talk more about that, Ricky, if you want. But anyway, you know what's interesting today? Just before the show started, I got an Etsy sale for art for a poster print that I made with my AI for Jesus the Good Shepherd. Now, instead of this one is different. If you ever seen Jesus the Good Shepherd, it's an icon of Jesus holding a lamb. All right, I don't know if you're ever familiar with it. This one I made with Jesus with a bunch of cats, and I just sold the first one. All right, because I have one on a coffee mug, a pillow, a shirt, a poster. So I have a whole thing of cats, a whole cat series of art, because those are the best ones to make because cat owners who like cat art aren't so obsessed with the breed
You
of
have the
cats,
right state of mind.
huh? As with dog owners. Dog owners, they want the breed, the art, like whatever breed that they own. That's what they want. Cat owners don't really care. So yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That's very insightful,
Yeah,
Benji. I never really realized that, but I think the reason for that is because most people who have cats do not have a specific breed of cat. Most people who have cats all have these mutt type of
correct.
cats that just they're just alley cats or just stray cats. It's this cat and it was in my backyard and I just started feeding it and then one day he came inside, you know. That
Right.
sounds sexual. But anyway, but a lot of dogs like that happens to dog people too.
Hmm.
But with cats, it's almost never like a purebred type of cat. You're
Right.
right. And but
Right.
you know what? What's funny about that, Benji, is like this blue pit bull that I have and this Rottweiler that I have. They are purebreds and they did wander into the yard. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy how I got a purebred pit bull and a purebred
Yeah.
Rottweiler
It's
that
called
just
illegal breeding.
that I didn't pay for. They just showed up,
Yeah.
at my house. But that doesn't happen with cats. You don't see a Scottish fold cat just wander into your house. You don't see a Maine Coon just wander up to your porch. You don't see that.
You're right about that. I was actually, what's interesting. I was talking to Paul last night
Uh-huh.
about this, and I said, what inspired me to actually do all this series of cats and cat art was over a month ago. I noticed. I said that with Terry. I noticed Terry had those Hello Kitty tattoos, and
Uh-huh.
she had some. I forgot what else that she had. Maybe it was a shirt or something that had like cat something on it. I don't remember. But I said to myself, you know what? That reminds me. I know people that are into cats, like women that are into cats. They are hardcore when it comes to cat art and cat decor. And I got to start doing that for Etsy. And it's actually bigger than it is for dog decor. Now, for dog breeds, I did dachshunds and doodle breeds because
Uh-huh.
those tend to be very popular. So I could cover a lot more with doodle and doodle breeds.
I think it's a lot like Harley Davidson, right? Like people who have Harley Davidson, they're like, I have to have my actual Harley Davidson bike. I'll get Harley Davidson tattoo. I get Harley Davidson shirt. I'm gonna have Harley Davidson toilet paper and the Harley Davidson hand wash, Harley Davidson shampoo, Harley
Yep.
Davidson hat.
Cigarette lighter, the Zippo, Harley Davidson Zippo. Those are like the most
Yeah.
popular.
I think Harley Davidson even paired up with one of the companies to make a truck, didn't they? Moon Knight? I don't know.
I have Harley Davidson glasses, as a matter of fact, on my
That's
eBay
cool.
store. Yeah, they're not sunglasses; they're the just the regular glasses frame. Yeah.
That's so cool. Anyway, I didn't introduce my third guest to the stream. He's a brick wall from somewhere. What?
I can't get my Avatar girl to. I don't know why. I just found a brick wall. I'll send that up there. What the hell?
From
All along, you're just another brick in the wall.
Oh, yeah, that's it right there. That's
From the
Frizz right
home
there, brick wall.
of the Baltimore Ravens in Death Valley, California. Riz!
Hey, everybody. Good to be here. Good to be anywhere at my age. Yeah,
Good to be alive. Good to be alive.
good to be alive. That's right.
Oh,
Hey, there you go. Another brick in the wall. I don't know why. I click on those three dots, in and it says edit avatar. I click on edit avatar, and I got a picture of the girl. It's highlighted. Then I hit done, and it should show up in there, but it doesn't. So I got the brick wall instead. I don't know.
No, you have to hit. Okay, this is what you do. You go to the three dots, and you hit the edit avatar. Do you have your avatar set up?
Yeah, I got a picture of her there.
Hit stop mic. See, hit stop.
Oh,
mic,
okay.
Cam.
Oh, you got to hit stop mic. Okay, so I got what I got. Oh, cam, right?
Yeah, stop mic and cam. When you go hit the three dots and go to stop mic cam.
Stop. Where do I find that?
Okay, you have to hit the three dots.
Oh, okay.
And then-
Oh, I see. Yeah, back there.
And then the stop
Okay.
mic cam at the very bottom.
Oh, I see. Stop.
Ricky, I think he just got cut off.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! What happened to Ricky? Ricky got cut off. Oh, there we are.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I think. Yeah.
I was like, no, were you
no,
running the
Frizz,
show?
I'm sorry. Okay, no. See if you can undo that, Frizz. Oh shit! It kicked him out.
The doll channel, a learning show.
Okay, come back, Frizz. Hit the three dots and see if you can start the mic. That used to be how you would do it. Damn it!
I guess the interface changed.
Damn you, StreamYard.
You know.
Frizz,
Ricky,
come back.
sorry.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to say something really interesting. I remember about 5-6 years ago when I first spoke to you. There's Frizz. When I first spoke to you to talk about working for you, I saw you had a background, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! Ricky lives in a nice place, man. He's got like nice furniture and everything." And I didn't realize it was a fake backdrop because the next time I spoke to you, you were in your grandmother's garage or something. I was like, "What the fuck happened to your nice house?"
Yeah, dude.
You had a piano in the background. I was like, holy shit, this is a nice place Ricky's got.
I know. It really was. It was cool. It was, what do you call it? I think it was like probably this one here. This one here.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that was what it was.
Yeah. This is my real home.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my real home.
Yeah, I had to go a roundabout way of getting there. Boy,
Who's never been here.
That's beautiful. That's how I use those
Oh.
things to take pictures. When I used to take pictures of dolls, I find these backgrounds and I put them there. Everybody thought, "Oh, yeah, nice place." Yeah, I did it. Nice.
You know how many YouTubers I've seen like on podcasts use this backdrop so many times? And and it's just like, you're not original, It's like, guys, I've seen it so many times from other people.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. Well, I'm gonna be yet another YouTuber using this background.
It looks good. You actually look good in it. Except once in a while, your head blends with the TV or something.
But your head's getting bashed in.
If I go like this, then I won't blend into the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you are.
I'm like
you're like getting sucked into the wall.
I'm phasing. All right, this is hilarious. Okay, so we do have what do you call it? We've been listing the climax dolls, and what's funny is like, I don't know if I told you that, Moon Knight, but like 3 people bought climax dolls this last week. They
nice.
really love that Zarga doll a lot.
Oh yeah, that goblin doll.
Yeah, dude, they love Zarga, dude, and it's like so funny. One of my customers, he's really cool. He was like, I'm interested in this doll, and he was asking me like, hey, do you have the ability to like add the options? Because nobody has the options. Not even Climax has the options for the Zarga. And I was like, well, let me see. I don't know what options are you talking about. He helped me set up. He was saying, well, what about the areola color, or the labia color? What about the wig? What about the eyes and all this stuff? So by the time I ended up fixing all the shit he wanted me to, he had already helped me set this up. Skin color, areola labia color, gel butt, add extra head. One of the things they told me about this doll is that the wig is not really like a traditional wig. The way it sits on the head, or the way it's attached to the head, is kind of special. So what they told me was, if you want a different wig, they said the best way to do that is to just buy a totally different head. So that's why we have the option, add extra head, and it's $120 to add the extra head.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually.
No, it's not bad because it includes that wig. You know what I mean? And we could pick the eyes. You could pick, like, some people, they might like the yellow eyes or the red eyes or the purple eyes, and they can use that opportunity to change the eyes on the second head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very reasonable. Just $120 for an extra head, considering heads usually run $300.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's what I think is really interesting about this doll is the fact that she's only a little bit bigger than Chloe. She's 70 centimeters and she goes for 850. I know that's like, for some people they're gonna be like, oh, that's way too much. But for some other people, they're gonna be like, oh, this is my cheapest doll.
She looks
Yeah.
like she
Wow.
looks like she's more than just a fleshlight, Ricky. She looks a lot. The body looks a lot much thicker than Chloe.
Yeah.
Like
Poor
I don't know.
Chloe.
This is kind of deceiving. I'm really curious because I know when you look at like pictures of Chloe in her photo shoot, it looks like her breasts are a lot bigger than they actually are. Because when I saw her in person, I'm like, wait, that's it. Those breasts are small as hell. But I'm curious to see how big these ones are.
Poor Chloe. Is the Chloe the one that your borrower used to put in the toilet and flush and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, poor.
Because with Chloe, it looks like it's a handful for the breast, but it's not. I don't know if you would call this a cup handful or not.
I don't know. I've never seen one in person, you know. Yeah, somebody was telling me that there's this YouTuber who like reviews this stuff, and he sent me the link or whatever, and I checked it out, and I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't see. I think he might have reviewed this doll, but the video that the guy, he's one of my good customers, he sent me was a review of the 60 centimeter Hillary doll. So the 60 centimeter Hillary is actually it's she's the sister of the 60 centimeter Holly. 60 centimeter Hillary and Holly are actually, they're like sister products, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen what that doll looks like. Let me share that really quick so you guys could see it. But I'm ordering a 60 centimeter Hillary for our in stock because I think it's just a pretty doll. I'm only going to show it for a little bit because it's kind of exposed. So this is the doll right here.
Nudity.
You know, it's this one. Man, why does she gotta be naked in all her pictures? Anyway, yeah, this is her. So 60 centimeter for $455. I'm ordering one of these as an in-stock dolls. Very cute. It reminds me a lot of like what is it? What's that one Paul the Monster High type of look? It's just like really, really cute. Smaller 60 centimeter doll. Really, really good looking doll. And her sister is this Holly, I believe, is the name. We'll wait for this slow thing. I don't know why the website's acting a little bit slow. It might be because we had some work done on the website recently. They said that they were gonna make our website into a more condensed space or something to save us a little bit of money. I gotta make sure that doesn't affect performance. So it could be the time of day too. A lot of people might be on the website right now. But the Holly is like dressed like a Tinkerbell, and she's a blonde. And if you just saw what I showed right now, you'll notice that Hillary had that pink hair, and Holly has the blonde hair. I do have to add the options for Holly and Hillary because for Holly and Hillary, let's see what the price of that's going to be. Like, they told me they could do the implanted hair, and I'm going to add the implanted hair options for Holly and Hillary. They're not shown when they sent us the dolls. They didn't tell us they could do that. But I had a customer who was really interested in the implanted hair for ordering Hillary, and I think he wanted to order Holly too, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And I checked on the cost of that, and they got me the cost. Now, I didn't do the math on it. I just kind of did the math really quick in my head, so I'll have to tell you the official price. But I think the official price of the implanted hair is going to be somewhere around $125, if I'm not mistaken.
About right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, go ahead.
No,
Oh, no, I didn't mean to interrupt you. No, I just was going to say the most interesting thing about these dolls when it gets to this size below, I would say, let's say 90 centimeters, is the torso functions as a vagina as well. It's multifunctional torso vagina because that's what it is if you think about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Climax recently introduced 5 new models. They came out with 5 new torsos. You may have noticed, I think Antor listed those on the side already. They're like, I think it's like 4 leg torsos or something, or like a
Oh,
butt
shit.
a butt torso and 3 leg torsos and a regular torso that's missing a head that I think it has no arms.
So
Yeah.
the leg torso is basically just the vagina and the legs.
And the stomach too.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
stomach. But
Yeah.
no titties, right?
That's a good point. No, let's check it out, Benji. Let's check
Okay.
it out. Because I believe they're already on the site. Let me stop sharing this one with Holly and let me show you what we added. Look at this right here. You see how it's got like the stomach and it's got the legs? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me click on this one here. I don't know if it has titties or not. I mean, if it has titties, that'd be pretty cool because everybody loves titties, you know?
Right. Well,
Let's see.
I guess it's for those people that like that ass vagina thing,
Look.
you know, that you can get.
Look, it's cut off at the waist.
See,
No titties.
you know, okay, so this is an interesting thing that I've seen this before. And I always tried to understand, well, why would someone want to get this versus just getting the one that doesn't have like the full legs, right?
Uh-huh.
And you would think the only advantage that I could see in this, okay, well, if you really like to look at legs, I kind of get it. But I guess you can do doggy standing.
Yeah, I love that. I personally love standing doggy type of. I love that myself. So I could definitely get on board with that with these guys and some of these guys too. I think too, Benji. I mean, maybe we're underestimating how much these guys love to like wrap the legs around themselves too. They might like that too, you know.
I know. It's just like the thing is, if you wrap the legs around yourself, then there's nothing to grab on up top. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, there's something missing here, like titties.
Well, that's why you grab onto the ass, bro.
Yeah.
I guess it's for people that really like the ass.
You grab the waist. I think these guys are ass guys, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting. Yeah, because the torso I could see how the torso makes sense. It's compact. You could sit down and have it like ride you. I get that. It's easier to hide. You know, so that I could see that.
Let's look at this one. This is the L41, the PL41 torso. Let's look at this one and see how this one's built. Look at this. He's holding it in front of him. It's kind of like it has no knees. It's like amputee, above the knee amputee. Look at that.
Wait, I don't get this.
You don't get this? Look, let's look and see a bigger picture.
Ooh.
You see it? It's above the knee amputee and below the bobs, it's cut off. Oh,
it's a guy holding it. Okay. I was getting confused. I'm like, why? What kind of doll is this? Why is the doll wearing a mask?
The guy doesn't come with it. No, you don't get the guy with the torso.
Oh, man.
I was very confused the way how it looked. Come on, you know, it took me a while to figure out because he's wearing black in the background. I'm like, why is the doll wearing a mask and why is it covered up like that? I don't get it. It kind of looks like, if you look at it from the distance, it kind of looks like the guys that he's wearing like one of those like upper like cut off shirts showing off his abs like a gay guy, you know. That's what it kind of looks like, if you could see.
Oh my god, you're hilarious.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see. Okay, let's go back. And so we've already looked at 2 of the torsos. One of them has the full legs and it's cut off below the titties. And then that second one is going to be that one we just saw right now. Now here's a third one. This is a more stereotypical. This is a 58 centimeter I cup torso. This one is going to be more like, it's going to have bobs. It's going to have no arms. It's just going to be, your typical torso with no head. This is what a lot of people like to start off with before they get into the doll thing. And a lot of people will buy torsos that look like this at their local adult novelty store. Maybe not as big as this. Usually it's something a little bit smaller. You can see this is thicker. Climax, in my opinion, is kind of known for their thicker torsos. Anybody can kind of correct me. It's okay to correct me. I'm not the god of sex dolls. I just call what I see. Yeah. And from my limited experience with Climax, Climax, they do make regular size torsos, but this is a thicker torso. And Climax, they do have a good variety of those thicker torsos. So
Now, do they give you an option, Ricky, for the screw where you could, if you wanted to add a head later? Because I know the cheaper ones don't have that.
I
Does
don't
this
think
work with that?
so.
Okay.
I don't think so. And you know what, Benji? Like, I know, I totally think that that is a good thing to have. I really think they should do it like that because adding a head is really, really something that I think a lot of people would like to do.
You know what it is? It's they have to put more steel, I guess, in that neck part. So they probably
Yeah.
want to save money by not doing that.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You might be right about that. They're trying to save like 5 cents, 10 cents.
Exactly. Like, I don't know why they nickel and dime shit like that.
You know what I mean? Because if you could put a head on here, that would be pretty badass. And
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And it makes more sense because they know they're those buyers eventually like, hey, you know what? I want to add a head to it down the road.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't know, these manufacturers, they sometimes they do things in strange ways. They just kind of like want to discourage you from doing one thing because their goal is to sell you a whole complete ass other doll. It is something that if you didn't know, a lot of manufacturers they don't like to even sell heads by themselves because
Right.
they want to encourage you to buy the whole doll from them. Now, I think more and more manufacturers are coming around. We're starting to see more of them say, well, hey, I can make like several $100s if I just sell this guy a head. And making a head, I can do it really easily. If you didn't know, making a head, sometimes it can be done in like just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It can be done very quickly. And so I always thought selling heads was a really great way to make money, like
Right.
accessories. It's just a little bit more painful because when you start selling full size dolls, you get a little bit lazy when it comes to making money because you think, oh, all I got to do is just sell a doll and I can make a few $100s and then that's it. That's my work's done for the day. Whereas if you sell clothing or if you sell accessories, like you're selling a drying stick for $5 and you're like, man, like now if I sell a drying stick and I sell a TPE solvent, well, now I got to get off my ass and I got to go package this solvent to make sure it doesn't leak and make sure that my drying stick is ready to go and make sure it doesn't break in the packaging. And then I'm shipping it off. And it's like the markup on it is better than it is with a doll. But I think a lot of people, they don't sell accessories or vendors don't want to sell accessories or stock accessories. They only want to sell it with the doll because they're like, yeah, I don't want to get off my ass just to make a $40 sale, you know? And of course, that's, it's up to them if they want to do it like that or not, you know? But then there's some other places that really do want to sell those accessories because the markup is better than the dolls. The doll markup is usually not pretty good, you know? It's funny, like I have a guy that, he messaged me and he wanted to get rid of some used dolls. And I asked him, well, how much do you want for these used dolls? And he said, well, I want 80% of what the doll was new, right? And I was like, okay. I was like, are they used? And he said, well, you could use them. And I was like, okay, so are they used?
Are they used? Well, you could use them. Not what I'm asking.
But the only reason I'm like entertaining it, because he was saying that he would be open to counter offers, right? But what's funny is like a lot of people will message, not all the time, but sometimes people will message and they'll be like, hey, I'll give you this doll for that this doll's used, and I just want like 75% of what it's worth or whatever, right? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that because I could just buy a brand new one from the manufacturer at that price and sell it new and not used with cum inside it, right? But what's funny is that the markup on some of the dolls is pretty bad. You know, markup on dolls is pretty bad. And now more than ever, there's so much competition out there that it really, really is hard to mark things up. Like kind of like the way you used to be able to, because you have so many people who can't compete. You know, there's not a lot of other sex doll vendors who do live streams, right? There's not a lot of other sex doll vendors who show their face, right? there's not a lot of other sex doll vendors who make video reviews, right? So we do a lot of things that other sex doll vendors do, and a lot of these other vendors, the way that they compete is by just dropping the price. Now, there's a protection that we have against that. That some of the manufacturers are pretty good about protecting it by saying, "Hey, look, guys, like you can't just lower the price to the floor because then nobody's gonna be able to make money because everybody's gonna be buying from the place that only marks the dolls up like 1 nickel, and nobody's gonna make any money. And it also looks really bad when you're a luxury brand like Louis Vuitton and you're selling your handbags for $20. Like people are like, wait, is this even a luxury brand anymore? And so you have to protect your brand, right? And I know some people are like, boo, no, I want the wholesale price. But you got to remember this. You got to remember that there's a lot of good that comes from things having a stable price on the market. And there's a lot of things that we're able to do that we wouldn't be able to do if we were working for pennies. Like we wouldn't be doing this live stream right now. We wouldn't be doing reviews. We wouldn't be, kind of sharing the wealth of what we get. And right now, things have been turning around a little bit. We've been getting a little bit more sales. Our website looks a lot better. People say they actually like the website. I've never heard those words come out of people's mouths before, ever. Dude, the whole history of the doll channel has always been, I think your website sucks. Like, your website's really bad. Dude, your website needs a lot of work. Hey, why don't you do this with your website? So to hear people actually say that they like the website is funny. It's really funny. But I got to tell you, I really do like the website too. And when I first saw it, I told Antor, I was like, dude, the website looks like AliExpress, dude. Like, it looks really bad. And he was like, oh, but you are not know that when we fix it and we are making it look good with the theme, then people will like it. You will be liking it too. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, well, set it up and I'll see if I like it. And I don't like it. I love it. I'm really, really happy with the way it came out. And I like, it's so cool that the new products that we list are shown in the front. Like they're shown on the homepage so that you don't even have to go looking for them. They show up in your face on the homepage. I think that's sick. Like that is so cool. Now let's look at the next ass torso. This is, I don't know. Benji, what do you think about this one? Or Moon Knight? Maybe it's not for you, Moon Knight, because it doesn't have a tail, but
Which one? Sorry, I forget.
the ass torso. I don't know
yeah.
about you guys. I don't know about you guys, but my first kind of toy was like a silicone. It wasn't silicone. It was a TPE torso that looked like this from Amazon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. My first one was I told you, 1997 was a pocket pussy, they called it. They didn't even call it fleshlights back then. And it was basically looked like the insert of a fleshlight. Okay, if you ever seen the insert of a fleshlight, that's basically what it was. It cost me $20. And yeah, that was my first toy that I had. And like I said, working in this doll industry for a good number of years, that one thing I noticed is that most doll owners started off with something like this, or a fleshlight, or some sort of orifice toy. And I guess that really is what makes the difference, distinguishes the non-doll owners, or the people that would have no interest in owning a doll. Like they would be like, oh, that's gross, those, some guys are like that. But the thing is that when you look at these toys, I think most guys that would buy a toy for themselves, I can't imagine them getting grossed out by a full-size doll, or like weirded out. Maybe not grossed out, but weirded out. I think there's a pattern.
I don't know. I think this is a really great toy. And one of the things I like about this is the skin texture.
Oh, yeah.
Skin texture.
That's crazy, dude.
Look at those goosebumps, man. She got fucking goosebumps on that ass.
Hey, Captain Bob. He says, good evening, everybody. I've been working in a coal mine. I'm tired. Have a good night. Damn, a coal mine? That's a crazy job.
Isn't it spelled COAL?
Working in a coal mine, going downtown.
Yeah.
This is a coal mine. It's a coal mine.
A Coel mine.
Coal mine. Coal mine.
Coal.
I didn't even
It's
read
coal.
all the Coel. I haven't read the comment section. I wanted to say, okay, Heavy Metal Maltese. Hello, everyone. Condolences. And I didn't even see Heavy Metal Maltese is here. Sigma
Oh,
Gray. Hi, hey guys. Good to see you, Heavy Metal Maltese. Mike Schiraldi praying for EY. I think he meant everyone. Yeah. And it says Billy's Best Dolls. Condolences. Sorry. Glad to see us back at Sigma Gray for Terry. Pedro Lopez. Hello all. And no Shiba Inu. Hey everyone. Oh, no Shiba Inu. That's what yeah, it's not an L, it's an I. I hate that about the English language. The L looks like a capital I.
Yeah.
Sigma Gray, Spora's pigtails just seeing Hatsune Miku, don't they? And no Shiba Inu. You can lead a horse to a bank, but you can't make him withdraw. You got Billy's Best Dolls here. Like Moon Knight, what? He says, what the fuck, Moon Knight? What? Moshetti, nice, made a live stream. And we got Billy's Best Doll was asking, is Zarga selling? Really? Yeah, I know, right? That's really crazy, huh? And you know, Billy's Best Dolls, he has another really cool doll by Climax as well. I forget the size of that one. I think it might be 70 centimeter. Really great looking doll. But it's a different one. The one I think it was 60 centimeter. I'm sorry. And it has like a thinner one, and then there's like a chubbier one. I think you know which one I'm talking about, right? Moon Knight, the other Climax Goblin.
Yeah,
Like,
there's like 3. Well, if you count the 2 new ones that just came out, there's like 3, 4, 5, probably 6 of them now. It's crazy, but I think the reason why Zarga is selling so much is because of that one. Was it like the 150 or the 170? Like big goblin doll they made. It's basically just a bigger version of Zarga.
It's not a 170. They're not all buying 170.
Oh, not 170. Sorry, 120.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not all buying ones. No one's flocking to like buy up 170 dolls. Never.
Yeah, no, Billy's Best Doll has this one, the 60 centimeter Hanny. Really cool. But I think he has a thinner one. No, I don't think he has a thick one. I think he has a thinner one, if I'm not mistaken. But see how they made a thick one and they made a thin one, Moon Knight? That's pretty cool. Yeah. So we sold 2 Zarga dolls, and then we sold, I didn't see that. The most recent one is the Kalea. We sold this Kalea doll. So this one is very similar. It's also like this Barza. Yeah. Look, they have all these different goblin girls. Like, they're going crazy with the goblin girls right now. Climax, dude.
Because they know what's up.
Because they know goblins can look hot, man. That's what that is, man. Look at that. Look at them faces. I'd take them to prom, man. I would show them off.
Okay, he has the thick Hanny. Okay, you got the thick girl. Look at that.
Goblin ass.
Oh my god, look at that. Fucking olive green ass.
Green ass.
And look at the thighs, dude. The thighs are like really big. They're like the biggest part of the doll.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought the Incredible Hulk was missing his penis. I'm like, oh, there it is. Okay.
Not even the ass on this doll can compare to the thighs. The thighs are like legendary thighs. Wow. Look at that.
Is this kosher for YouTube?
It's a butt.
Yep. There's no vaginas and there's no areolas.
Cheeks are okay. Okay. Cheeks are good.
Yeah.
Butts are okay on YouTube.
All right.
It's going to be okay. Yeah. Look at this one. We got a suntan look too.
Oh, now that's nice. Now that looks human.
Oh shit! I gotta message this guy. I thought I had the option for the skin. Damn it! I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
Either the.
Well, it's not in the drop down field.
Oh, eye options. Oops. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna just clarify with him because he would have picked one of these eye options, And look, this Kayla Suntan 4 and Kayla Green 3 are both blue eyes. So I'll go off of his eye options, be like, hey, is this the color you wanted, the suntan or the green? And then he'll tell me. But I got to come in here and fix the options for this one because a lot of these dolls, they have specific options that only work for these dolls. Like green or suntan isn't an option for a lot of other Climax dolls. I mean, technically it is, but I didn't find that out till last night. They told me one of the guys had ordered not Barza, he had ordered Zarga, and he had ordered her in a light purple. And I didn't know, but the Zarga light purple is a custom color that costs like an extra $200.
Yeah.
So I told him I would do like the wholesale price on the custom color, which actually is not even much less than 200. Like it's crazy how much custom color costs. I'm like, damn, that custom color is expensive, dude. Like
Well,
100 and some odd dollars.
Well, it's like I told you, Ricky, there's somebody in our Discord. I'm not gonna say any names, but he is working with Climax right now to make a doll with them. And he was talking to me saying that he's trying to get like a yellow coloration for this character he's making. And he's telling me that like Climax, the way they do it, so say like this doll is only, since it's yellow, it has to feed through this special machine that accepts the yellow silicone. And
Hmm.
whenever that batch of silicone is done, they have to have guys go in there and clean it like if it was brand new, because any remnants of like silicone that's in there could
Hmm.
just bleed into the other color. So that's why they charge so much. It's not the fact that the color itself, because I asked him, I was like, so is the yellow silicone just expensive? And he's like, no, like worth the pigment is just $200, but the time it takes for them to clean out the machine, it's like he says they mark it up to like $1,000. So if it's only one person buying this one type of doll,
Hmm.
then you're paying an additional $1,000. So if it's like 2,500 for the doll, you're paying 3,500 if there's only one doll. But if like a group of people get together and they're like, oh, there's 5 of us and we want the same doll, then Climax is like, okay, then we can kind of like spread the cost of it throughout everyone. So it's like you don't pay the full 1,000, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
it's crazy, like I said, that they can do that with like almost any color pigment that you could use nowadays for like if you're painting a house or painting anything, they can turn that and put that into silicone.
Hmm. Cool.
Yep.
uh, let's see. What is that thing that the Judy Hopps dolls
Hmm.
suffer from with Doll's Castle? It's like
That
paint
is
rubbing off. Yeah.
that
Like
because yeah, um the coloration for those dolls, it's airbrushed and on. And the reason why it comes off is because they don't have a sealer that's going on top of the airbrush. But the company Koros or
uh-huh.
Benji knows what I'm talking about.
Coeros, coeros,
Correos.
Wait.
coeros.
They make a kit that you can purchase, and I think it's really cool. It's got all the stuff you need. It comes with like your primary colors, and then white and black, and the sealer, so you can actually take a paintbrush and then do touch-up jobs or completely go back. And I asked them, I was like, "Hey, could I put this in like like a air gun and just kind of like spray on there?" And they're like, "Yeah, you could possibly do that as well." And they say like or you can do like a paintbrush, whatever you'd like. And I'm like, oh, cool. I need to get this. I need to try it out to see how this actually works. And I asked them like, well, does it last? Like, if will it rub off? And I kind of used an example of Climax, and they're like, they say even with the sealer, yes, like continuous rubbing against the area, it will cause that. But you now have a kit to like go back and do touch up jobs, which I think is still pretty good considering Climax is like, oh, within 2 weeks, the Judy was losing like the gray, and you could see like
Yeah.
the skin tone pigment they made. And I didn't understand, like, why didn't you just do gray as the base for the skin, like the silicone like base?
Hmm.
But they're like, no, we're gonna do tan. I'm like, well, thanks. Now it looks like she's got mange.
Yeah, we're gonna do tan. That's stupid. What about this one? Does anybody want to fuck Barza?
You already know my answer.
You know what, Moon Knight? This one, she reminds me a lot of like a Star Wars character.
Like an Ewok or something?
A Jawa? You're fucking a Jawa.
Not an Ewok?
I mean, a shaved Ewok.
She just looks like she would be a part of the Star Wars.
Like Yoda or something. Like, you know.
With
like
that outfit.
If Yoda had tits.
Fun fact for all my Star Wars fans out there, there was a female species of Yoda.
Oh, wow.
If anyone in the comments knows her name, then like say it. If not, then like later on we'll just say, but yeah, that's
was Yoda green?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you know, that would be kind of cool if they were to make like a Yoda character from, you know, Climax were to make that. I wonder if that would sell. Like if there was any sort of maybe gay clientele that would be into that.
I can see Doll's Castle making that instead of, dude. Doll's Castle's got 3 things in the works right now. I didn't get a chance to send them to Ricky. I don't know if we'll be able to, like, if we got time to go check out their homepage, but they're working on a character from an anime, like an Anthro Fox character from an anime. One of those, I guess it's like they're called Lamias, a Lamia doll. And I don't know how tall that one is. And then they're making a freaking full-size female lion.
Really? So a lioness.
Yeah, so and it looks a lot like a certain lioness from a certain Disney film.
So this is interesting because, you know, when I look at the motive behind, you know, liking the stuff or buying it, I see it more as like a collector's type of thing, a collector's item, you know, because I can't even say that you could categorize and even have a gay category, because this is like, I don't know what type of sexuality this would even like qualify under. Like, what would you categorize this under? I know it's fantasy, but
monster
like, what would monster fetish? I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, you know, this is like weird. I don't even know if they have shit like this in porno.
It looks like something out of Grimm. You find these kind of characters like a Spinatod or something, you know.
The great thing about it is, although this is very niche, the buyers of these are very loyal, I would say, and don't just buy one. They continue on and on and on in collecting these things.
Hey, Heavy Metal got it.
What do you say?
Yaddle.
Yaddle?
Yeah, the female one of Yoda's species.
Oh, I thought he was joking when he wrote that before.
No, it's Yaddle.
Okay. I'll just call him Yodina. Yodina. Yodette.
Hey, what are those, Paul? Where are those Yordles from again?
League
Legends. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do have a Yordle doll. It's out there. I think I've shown Paul.
Yeah, we were looking at the light purple colored Zarga, and Paul was like, "Oh, it kind of looks like a Yordle almost." Oh, yeah.
I think that's what they were going for with the whole like, the blonde hair that they had with it. I'm like, hey, cool.
One thing that you have to admire is just the artistic talent and the craftsmanship and the makeup that they do is very, very good and detailed. Even though this may be appealing to everyone, you got to admire that and give them credit for their.
And I think you would still, if you talk to Climax, you can get this outfit. I don't know for how much though, but
I'm curious, what's the most normal doll Climax has? Do they have any normal, or like Doll Castle? Do any of them have like normal dolls? Like
yeah, I could show you on that page. Climax definitely does, and I even had a guy that ordered what was it? He ordered a 100-centimeter giant tit. I think her name was Kenzie.
Oh, wait, was that the torso? Or was
it was a full doll. It was like a midget doll, but she has giant titties. Like the titties are basically the whole doll, and then they just stick a head on there so it looks like a doll. You know?
So that's not considered normal then.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ricky, yeah. But you know something? I'm thinking to myself that those purchases of the closer to normal dolls are probably the minority of those dolls that are sold. I have a feeling that most people are buying the weird or unique looking dolls versus the more normal looking dolls from Doll Castle.
a lot of
Or,
people are like, "What? Benji thinks fucking a yordle or a elf or a thing is weird? That's weird."
It's weird, but it's cool. Like I'm not judging you on it. Like fuck, dude, I have weird shit too. You know, each their own. Yeah.
Look,
Nice.
look at this doll, Benji. This is a climax doll.
Okay, now this one is like the face. I would say is closer to like an Akane anime type of face. It's almost human, almost. It's just like borderline. For the face, I would say, and this is actually looks pretty interesting. I could see this being a popular sell. What's the height on this?
I think it's like 150s. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
158.
Oh, 158. Nah, if it was like below, like if it was like a 130, 135 or below, then I would say shit, that's
Look at this guy. He's got his shirt all pulled up. Like, look at me.
What the fuck is this? Like, this is confusing. Why are they I was right about the shirt being pulled up then, like when he was showing the other stuff. I was right. Now it makes sense, Ricky. Now okay, now
Oh, you see it?
That's a beautiful.
just give him a fucking belly piercing and jeez.
Fucking rejected ISIS member over here with that little star on
I
it.
was gonna say he looks like a fucking
Nose.
gay ISIS cowboy.
What this guy should do, he should scratch his belly. That would make it complete. Like, just scratch it.
And the funny thing, Ricky, is that he's probably Chinese.
Probably. He's
Yeah.
probably. It's funny because we assume that he's Chinese, right? Because of his eyes. But look, it's funny because every time me and Terry would go to AVN and we would go talk to Iron Tech, there was always this one guy that he looked kind of funny. He was like a white guy and he looked like he was like possessed. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I don't think he works for Iron Tech anymore, so it's okay. But anyway, he worked for Iron Tech and he was this white guy that had moved to China. And he just looked kind of funny, right? I don't know. I always thought he just looked like he was possessed or something. Like there was something weird about him, right? And he was a white guy, He wasn't Chinese, but he moved to China and he worked over there for Iron Tech. And when me and Terry talked to this one stand at AVN, there was a black guy too that he used to live in. Oh man, I'm not joking. He used to live like somewhere like Kenya or Zimbabwe or something, and he moved from Africa to China. He migrated to China and he sold these beautiful, they were amazing, like S&M products. Like he sold these beautiful whips that they came in these like amazing cases. I was like, shit, I want one of these. And I don't even do the S&M thing. Like they got whips, the little collars and handcuffs and all cool little restraints. I got his WeChat while we were at AVN. I was like, dude, I love your products. They look so incredible. They're beautiful. I don't know if anybody will buy them from me, but I would love to list the products.
It must be expensive though. It must be like super expensive compared to like the regular whips that you would find in the novelty shops.
They are, and they were like really high quality and
leather, not vinyl. That's why.
Man, dude, they were amazing products. I have to. I'm gonna have to hit him up and see if I can get his catalog because I thought that the products were unlike anything I'd ever seen before in my life. I was blown away by the quality and the presentation of the product. I was like, damn, this is nice.
I guarantee you his best customers are like Hollywood and actors and shit like that. He probably sells a lot to them. I would ask him that. I'm pretty sure it's true.
Maybe, man.
You said you were blown.
Blown? Yeah.
Look at this one, Benji. Does her face look like an alien?
Which one are you pointing at? Oh,
This other Climax 158.
Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see
you.
what we're looking at here. Okay, this looks a little bit more. This looks normal. This looks
Yeah.
again. It still has that slight anime look. Okay, like it's not 100% there like the other dolls you would find, but I think it's there. I could see this being very appealing. I could see this being again. I wish they could make these fucking smaller. I wish they could do like in the 135, 140 size. Is that now like not allowed in China or something?
In China right now, they're dealing with that craziness of the childlike doll thing where, you know, they told me, they were like, oh yeah, even if a doll is scaled down and looks like an adult, we could get in trouble for it if it's smaller. And I'm like,
that's ridiculous.
Man, that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
Super ridiculous. It's super crazy. You know, I feel like it's calmed down a little bit, but it hasn't gone away. It's still there. It's still a threat looming over their shoulders. So some of the factories have actually moved to producing in Vietnam. So it's pretty crazy, right? But yeah, some of them have moved to Vietnam, and they're like, man, I've had some people ask, like, My Lolly Waifu 138 A cup. Like, to me, the My Lolly Waifu 138 A cup was one of those that was like, yeah, this is like an 18-year-old Asian girl, right? And some people would probably look at it and be like, no, this looks like she's like 16, right? But you got to remember, a lot of Asian girls, like, they look like they're 16 into their late 20s.
Right. So Ricky, if they do below, let's say a 148 or 150, that means if they're doing any dolls below that, the head has to be like anime or fantasy. Is that like the rule in China now?
Pretty much, yeah. I would say pretty much. Well, I mean, you can be really crazy. You can be as crazy as you want, but if the right person or the wrong person sees you and reports you, you'll get in trouble. So it's one of those gray area type of subjects where you just don't want to be in the gray area if you can help it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to catch the wrong type of attention. Like, obviously, Cat Dolls products were like obviously childlike, or meant to represent a child, and that's where you don't want to be. You know?
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that area. So, I would say you're in the United States. You're a little safer if you do it with an anime head, and the body is like questionable, but what you don't want to do here either is be in a state where it's illegal and then have a body that looks young and a head that looks young that's not anime. It needs to be anime if possible, because if not, then man, you're going to be possibly running into trouble. Now, what's funny is, I know we were talking about the Moonveil dolls earlier. I had somebody who had asked me how steady is the paint, right? Like, is the paint pretty good? And I don't know.
So the base paint for the body, so like the yellow on the leopard, it's gonna be the yellow for the actual, like, what they cast the doll in. So that light beige color, like not the, like, around her stomach, but the color on her arms. That's the that should be the base color of the silicone they casted her in. So that's gonna be permanent. Now the stuff on the stomach and the circles, they say it does have like a sealer on it, but again, the sealer, it's gonna prolong the wear and tear of that stuff coming off. It'll start to fade. You'll probably notice it fading a lot more and a lot more until you see like one of the spots is now like half gone. So that's where the whole paint job comes into play, or like the paint kit. But again, I mean, nothing lasts forever unless they make a machine that allows you to imbue certain patterns like this into the silicone, which that would be pretty cool if they did. But yeah, it won't be permanent. The little dots or the like lighter fur tones in the doll. So yeah.
Oh, it looks like she's got Lyme disease or something.
Jaundice.
John, yeah, that's another. Like she got sucked in by an octopus, got her legs.
She got sucked by an octopus.
Yeah, all the tentacles got to her legs, made all those.
I think that is funny how that will happen when you do what is that, cupping or whatever? People do cupping. I
Oh.
forget what that shit is. Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh, oh,
damn it!
oh.
I guess it's safer to keep it on that one.
Yeah, let's just keep it on this one.
Oh my God, what's that thing?
Wait, is it safe to keep it on this one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
That's not bad.
I feel a conspiracy, Moon Knight. I feel like Moonvale's trying to turn me into a furry now.
She comes with a litter box too.
Moonvale, Moon Knight. What? Yes,
What
going
kind-
all
What's
along.
that's not a tail. That's something to hang the doll with. What is that?
Is that an umbilical cord? I don't know.
The appendage hanging around her.
Is that like a feeding tube? I don't know. What is that?
Yeah, it's when they get fed by a G tube.
Is it going to just wrap her tail around her neck and bang it from behind?
This is interesting. This pattern that they have on the skin.
Uh-huh.
I guess they make it so it really stays on there permanently. It does not fade or anything. What do you know about that, Moon Knight? Like these details?
Well, what I'll tell you is, no, I'm just kidding. Well, this is what Moonvale told me when I asked them, Benji. They said durable, and we also upgraded the slightly paint with many times as well. Is the silicone mixed with color? Yes, but also the anime tattoo will need to be painted for that. So to translate that, it's like what Moon Knight said. They use that base silicone. The base silicone is dyed, right? Or else it would just be clear. Like silicone is clear when it's not dyed. So they had to have some kind of base color in the silicone. And then what they do is they paint the animal like
Patterns.
markings, like the animal pattern, like the leopard pattern on her. And they says that they slightly paint with it many times. So it's like they touch it up a few times. So I don't know if they do anything like a clear coat, though. I wouldn't think that they would do anything like a clear coat. And I'm not sure about like if they do or not, but my guess is that they don't do a clear coat because then she would look shiny and not matte, I think. What do you think, Midnight?
Yeah, you're right. It would be a lot more shiny. But I mean, if that was the case, you could go back and like do a light dusting of powder on her to kind of get rid of that shininess for the silicone, and it would be more of like a matte finish. But they do sell like sealers for silicone that come in both shiny and matted. So you could also get one of those and just kind of like do a light brushing of that stuff around each little spot just to kind of protect it a little bit more. But again, nothing lasts forever, so it will eventually fade off. I mean, unless you're banging your doll every hour on the hour for the next week, and then it's gone.
Yeah, this whole process, the production probably is much more labor intensive compared to other dolls, especially when they're saying they have to paint that shit on.
Which is cool because can't show that one for too long. Which is cool because in the wild you don't have consistency with patterns like this. So I'm glad they actually have somebody hand painting these because
it's really a stencil actually they're using.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they do. They're not actually like, you know, they already have the shape there. I can't imagine them actually like doing it freehand.
Yeah. But still, I mean, it like when you look at it, it's like some of them are smaller, some of them are big. So it's like, yeah, I like that whole like attention to natural detail because they're going about like how it would be in real life, like for actual animal patterns.
I think Chibaro needs to bang this doll.
Dude, he should. Dude, and the tail is like, for some reason, Moonvale got it right. I've seen other doll manufacturers trying to make a connective tail for the skeleton, and they're the only ones that got it like to where it's flush with the body. There's no gap in between.
Interesting, because usually they have the removable tails that just go up like a butt plug. And yeah.
It's weird because the way they did it, it's basically there's a small little hole that's cut into the doll, and it has the quick connector, like ones that you would use for the head, and
Uh-huh.
then it goes into that. So there's like I want to say an inch of
To the
like
tailbone?
yeah, basically where the tailbone would be, and
Wow.
then you just slide it in. So the tail at the base will go into the doll about like an inch, and then it connects. You'll hear it click on.
So that's good. So that means you could at least do it up the butt and hold its tail at the same
Yeah.
time. You can't do that with other dolls. Yeah, that's
No,
that's an
because
advantage.
yeah, because some of them were like, oh, it's just gonna be like they're connected, and then like people are like, oh, but I want to pull the tail, and it's
Yeah,
like
I
I
know.
know what, yeah, I know what they're getting into. They want to hold on to something while they're doing that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Can't give
Exactly.
fucks.
Man, I think it's a really, really good looking doll. I think they really knocked it out of the park. Like, wow, somebody was really, really creative, and the execution was just incredible. I love the wig, the hair. Like, it looks like it's part of the silicone, right, Moonnet?
What I
That one it is.
what I like about it is that it's cute and it's not ugly. Now, is it something that turns me on? No, but it's cute. You know, like the other ones, it's just like they have like a doll with like its head split open and shit. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand how people can get into that. Like with a doll with its head split open.
What? That's my Zombiella doll. I love
Yeah.
Zombiella.
Is that what it was? I don't remember. I remember seeing something like that. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know if we listed her on the new website, Zombiella.
You should, just for kicks.
I don't think we did. And but I know what you're talking about. Like that Zombiella doll is like really hardcore. No, she's not on our new website. We listed
Must
her on,
give you good oral.
yeah. Somebody asked me, you know what's crazy? Somebody asked me, hey, are you gonna list Star Perry dolls? And I was like, well, I guess so, because
Somebody asked.
two people asked me Moon Knight. They wanted me to list Star Perry. I'm like, okay, unless you want me to list Star Perry, I'll do it.
Somebody better buy one then.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard that name in a while. Jeez.
Jeez,
Are they still selling dolls?
I have one in my showroom.
Yeah.
The
They're beautiful. They are
148 B
beautiful.
cup, by the way.
Oh yeah, they are beautiful.
But by the way, 148 B cup from Star Perry. I hope they're still making it. But yeah, you get a nice young looking face with that one. That's going to be pretty close, and I think that's a great doll.
No, look at this one. I think this one is really good variation of the one we just saw as well, with the blue eyes and pink hair. Like,
I almost thought that was the same doll, actually. All right.
it almost is. It just has like a different head, you know?
Yeah, so it is, but the other one that you showed earlier, Ricky,
Uh-huh.
that one, I think the hair is molded into the silicone of the doll.
Yep.
This one is like gives you the option for any type of wig, which I think is really, I would prefer that one because something like that is you can like mix and match like the hair color, while that one you're kind of locked into that like anime style long hair, like pink highlighted hair, which is cool. But I mean, I kind of like would want to add some different like looks and styles.
This one looks like she's wearing like a stocking. Like the spots are different. That's not a stocking or a
No, it's
garment.
painted.
Oh, it is painted. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Ricky, the price point on these are like, well, they probably what between 2,800 to 4,000 or 3,500 more or less.
Well, it's like $25.99 marked down to $23.99 for super sale right now.
Interesting. Okay. So it's just about maybe just a few $100, $200-$300 more than the average doll, that full silicone doll.
Yeah, and what's crazy is like at $23.99, it's not really marked up a whole lot. I mean,
no,
it's really not. I was talking to somebody else about like the cost of getting this doll here, and like it's like crazy, like just with shipping and everything. I mean, this doll is just a few $100 marked up just because of the fact that like the cost of it, the shipping, like think about everything that goes into this doll. Like look at this custom body paint. Like, do you think that's cheap?
No,
like,
not at all. Wow.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to paint all of these ringworms. I mean, this cheetah on her.
Yeah,
And
after they make the doll, it's all silicone and everything's done. They take it out of the mold. Then they got all the work really starts after that. Then
yeah,
they got
Yeah.
Yep.
do all the makeup, the face, all those dots all over. Yeah.
That's what I would think, that they'd be priced 3,000 and up for a 150s and up would be, But I guess because they're doing this to scale, they probably are able to give you a competitive price.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's like one of the shorter, lighter ones, right? The other ones are a little bit more heavier and taller.
Uh-huh.
So that probably played, because remember, the more silicone you use, the higher the cost. I don't know if they're about the same price or not, but I just know that these are lighter. I think it's like what, 70 something.
I just noticed something. They call it a yoga skeleton. What does that mean?
Oh yeah. So apparently, I don't know if it's them. Their skeletons are very like not flexible, but they can get into a lot of positions. Like they actually have like if you're on the main site. You scroll down and you can see some of the poses. They're like yoga skeleton can do poses like these, and it's like basically cut and paste images of like the Kama Sutra book.
Interesting.
So I don't know if like I take their word for it. Apparently, this is a skeleton that SY Doll uses in their dolls also. Seeing that they're like the company that's since Moonveil is like a partner company with them, they get the same skeleton. Design.
It's like XT Doll also. They have a certain, like I noticed that factories, I guess this is the new thing, that before with the factories, the skeletons were pretty standard. It was Evo skeleton or gooseneck standard skeleton. That's pretty much or articulated fingers, which is actually a part of another skeleton. So anyway, now I see the factories are all doing their own type of skeletons that they're making, which they weren't doing before. Like I mentioned with XT Doll, they have their own exclusive skeleton now, and then you're talking about this yoga skeleton. I guess now this is a step above the Evo skeleton, which was like the hot thing, the shrugging shoulders,
Yeah, which I'm thinking these can do shrugging shoulders, but again, get into those other like poses, because I mean, the photo shoots for these things, you can tell somebody loves doing that job in that company, because he does a lot of good work. If I ever get a chance to talk to the person who does, I'll be like, dude, you do phenomenal work, because that stuff is awesome. He's really selling the doll, like whenever he does these photo shoots. Like he might be on like freaking Philistine level.
Wow. No, this is definitely good, considering like I'm looking at even this photo right here. It's not like you could tell it's not touched up or anything. It's just very well lit and positioned and centered well. So yeah.
And she's like just resting her left shoulder or her left elbow on the like the fireplace mantle, and then probably like they have her most likely at an angle to where she's leaning back, but the way the camera's positioned, it looks like she's standing straight up.
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh yeah. It does kind of look like she's leaning back in this picture, because her knee is like forward. Yeah, she's got her back left leg is like behind her, right? But you could tell she's leaning backward. Like,
well, that's why they tilted the camera. That's probably why, because she'd probably be like leaning even further back or further to the left, I guess it would be.
She'd be doing the essay lean.
I like the essay lean.
What's up, essay?
What's up, essay?
It looks like he's in a crazy mirror house, one of those weird houses.
I don't know
carnival.
Are those illustrated fire logs? What are those?
Yeah, dude, those are those logs they put in the house when you go to buy a house, and they're like,
They look like something that came out of a Disney movie or something.
They look like little cushions, like Japan and Asia are known for stuff like that. Like they make like weird like plushies or cushions. It looks like one of those cushion logs.
Okay, interesting.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, look, who has disco lights in their fireplace?
Oh yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, and, I don't even think in China they even have fireplaces. I don't even think they're common. Really, yeah. Probably because of fire hazard. So it's a nice fake fireplace now.
That's cool.
You got a question, Ricky?
They invented gunpowder. Okay, go ahead.
You got a question in the comments. Sorry.
Oh, I got a question. Okay. Okay, the question is it racist to not like the doll that... Oh, wait. Sorry, that's a different one. Okay.
It's the bottom one.
Sorry. Okay, Ambifma, Ricky, I think you had SE dolls on the old site. Would I be able to buy one through you? Oh man, yes. Actually, I wonder which doll you're interested in.
Probably the U.S. stock ones.
That's really funny that you said that, Ambifma. Yeah, he probably is talking about one of the stock ones.
Yeah.
That's funny that you say that because I was just thinking about that today. Like, even though we've never been a strong seller of SE dolls, SE doll has been with me every step of the way and been very supportive. I got to see their factory, and I was actually gonna talk to SE doll about listing their dolls after maybe Star Perry, because I want to support them too. They've been really supportive of me, and I don't want to give up on listing SE doll, because if other people are buying SE doll, which they have to be, because how else would SE doll stay in business unless they were selling, then I want to continue to try to sell SE doll and support them, because they were really cool to me when I went to China. We got to go eat and eat weird things. Like, what did they feed me? Bullfrog.
Frog ovaries.
Yeah, they fed me bullfrog. Elsa Babe gave me the frog ovaries. Yeah,
Oh, so
in a papaya. Yeah, and yeah, it's like, do you know what you're eating right now?
frog semen?
Is it
No,
frog semen?
no, my friend. We are not that cruel. It's frog ovaries. Oh, cool. At least it's
remember-
not frog semen.
Dude, okay, I remember thinking on the way home, I said, how funny is it that when I thought it was frog semen, I thought it was disgusting, but when I found out that it was frog ovaries with like sugar and milk and a papaya or whatever it was, that I thought, oh, that's cool. Like, it's not gay. That's good now. It's good. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, it really is almost not logical. It's like illogical to be like, ew, that's disgusting. Like, if he had said it was like frog testicles and frog semen, I would have been grossed out. And like, when I was eating it, I was like, please don't be frog semen. Please don't be frog semen. Please don't be frog semen. And then when he said it was frog ovaries, then all of a sudden I was cool. I was like, oh, good, I'm not gay now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you just answered your question right now. I'm not saying that all gay people like to eat and drink semen and testicles, but I'm just saying, there you go. That's it has to deal with your sexuality, bro.
And I'm serious, you guys. When I thought about it, I was like, how weird is it that I thought it was like gay to eat frog semen? And then when I found out it was frog ovaries, I was okay with it. I was like, wow, that's weird. That means that we have some kind of a sexual relationship with our food. You know what I mean? Everybody else is like, no, you're the only one who has a sexual relationship with your food, Ricky. When I eat bananas, I don't feel gay. You know?
It depends on how you eat the banana. If you're deep throwing the whole thing in one gulp, I'm gonna not judge you, but I'm just gonna be like, you eat the banana, you like eat the way you want to eat it.
Depending where the banana was before you ate it.
That's also true, Frizz.
Yeah, it is, you know. You never know.
Chocolate banana.
And Bifma, I would love it if you would email me, sales@thedollchannel.com. You could also email me at rickyadames@gmail.com. But the sales, it's called sales@thedollchannel.com. If you email me there, I would love that. I would definitely check on that. Now, I have, let's see, this is what's funny. I want to show you guys a doll that I have. It's on the way over here. It's an MW girl. Maybe some of you guys might have seen it on the super sale page. I think is where she's hanging out. This doll is on the way to San Antonio. One of the customers was gonna get her, but she ended up he changed his order from this doll to another doll. So this MW girl is gonna ship from it. She's already in China, but she's on the plane to San Antonio right now. This purple demon maid. So she comes with the outfit, this wig. She's got a silicone head. The oral is only 2 inches deep, so you might not get far. And then you have the TPE body, articulated fingers, articulated toes. Really, really pretty doll. This one's on the way to San Antonio right now. So once she gets here, I think she's gonna sell really fast. I've already sold like one of these before that I had ready to ship, but this one it never made it to San Antonio. It sold before it got there, but this one's on the way to San Antonio now. I got the factory video there. If you guys want to review the factory video, as soon as she gets here, she's probably gonna sell like in a day or two. So I'm just letting you know. You could, if you buy her right now before she gets to San Antonio, then she won't ship to you until she arrives here, and she'll probably arrive here in about 5 or 6 days from now, possibly sooner. But I'm anticipating she'll arrive here probably this next Wednesday, probably around that time. So just to let you know, for all you anime fans, because a lot of people really like this doll a lot. But I'm trying to work to build up our stock and order these in stock dolls, build up the inventory a little bit, and hopefully I won't be driving a bus. I mean, I really love driving the bus, but I know if I can just run the business and that's all I do all day, then I would be more fulfilled by that. Even though driving a bus is really, really fulfilling, believe it or not. It feels like being a nurse at a hospital and taking care of sick people, right? You're just like, I'm doing really good. I'm doing good things for people. But the problem with that is that, like I was telling Benji yesterday, they don't really want to give me a vacation. They don't want to give me a whole week off for 3 years. And to me, that's kind of unacceptable because I need to be able to take trips to places, you know? Sigma Gray, no Dolls Castle. When are you listing? Good question. I think the Dolls Castle, I think the ones that, what is that? Like, who's like organizing Chinese plates right now in front of the microphone?
It ain't me.
I'm like, that's wild.
I'll even mute myself if you can.
Yeah. All right, cool. No, Moon Knight, I know it wasn't you. All right. So anyway, what was I was getting at? My and Biffma, I hope to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. I think for Dolls Castle, what?
Dolls Castle listing. I was trying to get you back on track.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta list Dolls Castle, but I think what we gotta do is we gotta list the weird, freaky dolls from Dolls Castle. I think those are most important. Like we were talking about earlier, how Dolls Castle and Moonvale and well, Moonvale's different. Moonvale only has freaky dolls, but Climax and Dolls Castle have freaky, like crazy dolls, and then they also have realistic dolls. And I also do believe that I think the best sellers from Dolls Castle and the best sellers from Climax are not the realistic dolls. I do believe that their best sellers are going to be the freaky dolls, like Zombiella. Also, you talk about Zarga and Barza from Climax. These dolls that are elves and goblins and monsters. I think these type of dolls will sell better than your realistic dolls that you see being sold by WM or something. Now, I do want to say I'm not knocking WM, by the way. I think WM, they have they have the realistic girl thing down, and that's what they sell. They sell nothing but realistic stuff. I haven't seen them sell any freaky looking dolls. But there's some doll brands that are known for their freaky shit, and then there's some doll brands that are known for their realism. And you know, Dolls Castle and Climax aren't known for their realism and their dolls that look real. They're known for their crazy, like big hip realistic dolls, big titty realistic dolls. They're known for their freaky devil girl, like the Maru from Climax. I don't know if I don't think Dolls Castle makes a Maru, but I know Climax makes that Maru doll. A lot of people like. I know some people are like, what is Maru, Ricky? I've never seen that. I'll show it to you because that way you guys could see. I think she's from some thing online that I've never seen. Maybe
Oh,
you know Moon Knight. Where is
you
she from?
talking Miru? Yeah,
Miru.
she's from a somebody made this like little like anime inspired
Hmm.
show called Miru the Succubus, and she's this like little red succubus that like is trying to get her powers back. I
Oh,
think this
really?
show is like only like 8 episodes. I mean, it's like very. It's basically just a porno anime, so it's hentai basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So she
So
has to suck dick to get her powers back?
basically, every like load of like cum she takes
Uh huh.
to her mouth or to her face, she just absorbs it and gets more powerful, so she can defeat this priest that kicked her ass.
Ah,
But the
cool.
but yeah, that's
I'll
the
help
whole.
her. I'll help her get her powers back.
I bet you will.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah, here she is. Here
Which
she
was
is.
interesting because when this doll first came out, I was like all stoked about it, but then
Mhm.
I wasn't a fan of the tongue, but the tongue's grown on me now because it's like you would see the character in that like pose of the whole like hentai like tongue out gonna catch something on it.
Wow, that showed some really graphic pictures.
Red nipples.
Maru the Succubus.
See,
Let's
now
see.
he's gonna watch that now instead of playing or doing any work tonight.
It says all OVAs. Newgrounds.com is blocked. Fuck.
Thanks, Texas.
I wanted to watch that. Is that where I could watch it?
You can watch it all over. I'll find the website for you to send it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. It follows a demon succubus named Marudiana, aka Mary, who's thirsting for revenge towards the priests who took away her powers. Cool. I love that. I love how she's thirsting for revenge and she has to fuck her way back to the top. Watch.
What would Jabaro say about this doll?
That'd be another interesting doll.
Oh my God!
Borrow.
What a connection that would be.
Wow. Sign up, log in. No! I just wanted to watch a porno.
I'll find it. Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Send it to me so I can see it. I want to see her sucking dick. I mean, I want to learn about the show. It sounds interesting. There's like, I know there's people. Let's see. There's one on X videos. Maru the Succubus full OVA 1 to 5. Well, you said there's like 8 of them, probably, right? Like close to 8 or something.
It's something like that. I don't remember It's been a while since I've seen the.
I have to know. I have to watch the show to understand, so I can know why our customers. I have to know why our customers want to fuck this doll. I have to know why. So I have
Damn, he's getting thirsty for this succubus doll,
I have to
isn't
see
he?
it. Like I started watching what do you call it? I started watching that show Invincible, right? And I wanted to watch it because I wanted to understand why Paul liked Duplicate so much. Because Duplicate is Paul's favorite Invincible character. You know what I mean? So I had to see it to understand it. And now I'm sucked into that show. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, bet you sucked.
It's a really violent show. But I understand why Paul likes Duplicate because she's a little slut. Duplicant.
There, I'll send it to you.
Paul, he calls her Duplicant. All right. I bet you that there's other customers too. I bet you there's other people in our community, Moon Knight, who want to know where they can watch Maru be a dirty little demon hoe.
I'm not gonna post it. I gave you the website. You can post it in the comments if you want, but it's
Where'd you give it to me? Where did you send it to me?
via your text message on your phone.
On my phone? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I know you want to show everybody because it's literally like It shows everything.
Okay, cool. I want to watch it. All right, cool. Now I have something to watch when I'm at work.
Remember that time whenever Ricky watched Mirror the Succubus on stream and he got the channel demonetized, like banned again?
Man, we're gonna watch it together. Like, you know how some YouTubers watch old movies together?
No, you're just gonna record you and Paul and just watching it and just giving y'all's reaction.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then be like, Ricky, why does your hand look like it's moving underneath the desk?
Don't worry about it. Paul's going to the bathroom a lot.
I think this is fun. This is really good. This is productive. I think we had a good little hour and a half stream. It should be like that. People should be saying, hey, this sucks. Why did you cut the stream off? I'm having fun. I mean, that's what happens on all your favorite shows, right? You're always like, hey, no, I was enjoying that Dragon Ball Z episode. It's like, on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And you're like, no, fuck, why is it over? No, I was having fun watching that. Unless you're binge watching, then you just hit next episode. And then you're like, oh, okay, good. I'm getting my fix. All right. So I talked to Climax, and they said, we offer 2 types of stand mounting systems, because I had a customer asking about the stand for the dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And this stand shows the 60 centimeter. Actually, I don't know what the fuck doll that is. It's like a weird looking doll. I thought it was the Hillary that I showed today, the Hillary Clinton doll. It's a different one.
Oh, God.
Could
you imagine a Hillary Clinton sex doll?
Dude, I'm going to make Climax make one. I'm going to sell it. That would be cool, dude. You know how many people would want a Hillary Clinton doll?
Michelle Obama with attached fuda attached.
What if it was like an Obama doll, but it had a giant black dick?
No, that's why I said Michelle Obama. And
What if it was? What if it was Michelle Obama? Yeah, but she had a giant black dick.
That's as political as I'm going to get tonight.
Oh my god, that's so crazy, dude. That would be cool, right? If you sold like these political sex dolls, like, how many people would want to fuck it? You know,
they would, but then you know how much the media would run with that fucking story. It would just bring mainstream media into like our community, in the doll community. I don't know if that'd be good or not, because then you would have so much like spotlights on us, because then they would start finding like the Meru doll, and you'd have like church people going, this is satanic, look, it's a demon, they're imbuing Satan and all this shit. And it's like, dude, it's just fantasy. I'm not really doing anything to it. But yeah, it would be really chaotic if they just like started watching everybody, if someone was to make like a political figure sex doll.
Oh, hey, so is Doll's Castle really making Nala Lion King doll?
Yes, they are. You saw the text. Those 3 images I sent you are what they're working on right now.
Yes. Good. Let the Lion King sex life flow through you, boy. Who wouldn't want to fuck that? And then the weird snake thing. I'm like, how do you even fuck that?
The Lamia, yeah. Well, I mean, you could just like straddle it, because it's like one big tube, and then it's got the little hole. So I mean, it's doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's this other little Pokemon one? And what is that? What Pokemon is that supposed to be?
That's the character from Digimon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Called Renamon.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna send it to my email so I could show everybody.
Oh, you show them real quick.
Yeah.
What's that Nala doll make that?
Digimon Digital Monsters.
Good stream. Cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Will that Nala doll make that look? I hope so. Solo Sword says good stream. Thank you. You know what I think is what's really cool, and I think what makes a really good stream is when we show a lot of different dolls. I think that makes a really good stream, and of course we talk about really funny things too. That's really
Yes, the banter, the engagement.
we talk
So,
about funny stuff. It's like, oh my god!
Moon
But yeah,
Knight, can you find me that link? Yes, I will, Ricky. Hold on. I gotta find it.
I really, really need to see that show. All right. Oh, actually, I had somebody that let me see. Let me get this. I have to show this Elsa Babe doll as well. I didn't get the chance to show her because somebody had built a custom Elsa Babe doll,
Oh, really?
and I wasn't. Yeah, I think I told you guys about it, but I didn't show the finished product. The finished product looks really good. Um, let's see. Let's see if I can. This first thing I'm gonna show is not the doll. It's not the custom Elsa Babe doll. It's one of those snake ones that you sent me, Moon Knight.
Okay.
Here it is.
Well, just those images. I think within the next 2 days they'll have links
Yeah,
to it. You might have to censor though. It's got snake titties.
snake titties.
Yeah.
But do those really count as real titties though?
Ah. It's also got snake bush. Well, if
Yeah.
you zoom it out like far enough, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Look at this. You have to straddle it to fuck the vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like a friggin' alien. What is it? It looks like, I tell you, this thing looks like something out of a land that time forgot or something. Jeez.
Actually, there is a video game. I don't know what it's called, but there is. I think it's XCOM. I might be wrong. If anyone in the comments that knows like XCOM lore, it's like there's a species of like serpent aliens, and I've seen like so many images of like just that type of alien, but just female snakes, and that's what it reminds me of.
316 Warrior 8. Thank you again for the Ito Kebijin there, Ricky. Still saving up to order a BC doll next. Man, let me tell you, that BC doll that we got, that review that we did, I mean, BC doll, they make an incredible doll. I also had one guy came through and he ordered a Taiyu doll, and the customer service from Taiyu doll was absolutely fucking terrible. I know you thought I was gonna say good, right? It was really bad. Their customer service was terrible. Like, this guy needed his doll by a certain time, and I was like, "Hey, I need this doll by the 3rd." And they were like, "Oh, okay. We'll just answer your email a week later." So they answered my email a week later, and then they were like, "Oh, hey, yeah. In order to get the doll there to you by the 3rd, you're gonna have to pay for like expedited shipping." And I was like, "Oh, how much is that?" And they're like, "Oh, just $380." And it's like crazy because we already paid like 500 or 600 for shipping, and then they made us pay another 380 because they didn't answer their emails that we sent them. Like, "Hey, we need this doll by the 3rd. Hello." So they really didn't give a fuck about the customer. And that was the customer that had the shrapnel in his vagina of the doll that he ordered. And they were like, "Oh, so he pulled all the shrapnel out, right? So he could use it now, right?" And I was like, "I don't know. Why don't you stick your dick in and tell me if you could use it or not?" Like, I wouldn't stick my dick in there after pulling out all these pieces of sharp plastic.
Right.
Like, dude, are you kidding me? Why is there even sharp plastic in a vagina? It didn't have sucking vagina. Why is there sharp plastic in this Taiyu doll vagina? So I told that customer, I was like, "Dude, I am not, I really don't want to order from them again." But then he was like, "Well, what do you think? Like, do you think I should order that doll from them?" And I was like, "Dude, I mean, if you want, I'll support you, whatever you do, and I'll try to give you the best customer service I can." But they don't care about their customers. That's the impression I get. And he's like, "Yeah, I know." The whole ordeal of getting his doll here was very frustrating. He was here yesterday, and me and Paul got to hang out with him, and he's a really cool guy. We talked a really long time, and then he went about his merry way. Right, he's one of those customers that drove here from another state to pick up his doll, and he's gonna come back again someday, like Santa or Frosty the Snowman. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I'll come back when I order my next doll. And I'm like, okay. And I mean, this dude came from really far away.
Okay.
Like so many customers have. Like I've had customers drive here from Tennessee. I have people drive here from California. I've had people drive here from up north, like Michigan and stuff. South Carolina. I had people drive here from other states to pick up their doll. And of course, some of the reason why they did that was because they were like, hey, this doll's not legal in my state. And I'm like, well, it's legal in my state. So if you want to come get it here, you can. And I was like, whatever you do after that, I don't give a shit and I don't want to hear about it. And they're like, okay.
You get pulled over, your problem, not mine.
Yeah. I was like, don't drive through Tennessee or Kentucky. Yeah, it's funny.
So, yeah.
Look at this one.
Here's
Red
your
a lot.
payment for your gardening services. Thank you.
Frizz, do you want this one?
Oh yeah, look at that. What happened to her? Jeez.
Yeah, she drank like a fox potion or something.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, these animals look vescent. They look right something out of Grimm.
Yeah. What's up,
Oh.
Doc? My dick.
Yeah. Looks like somebody dropped a whole gallon of milk on her chest.
No, someone creamed on her.
Oh,
Someone jizz. Someone spilled the jizz.
oh man.
Okay, now I'm going to show you guys my favorite doll now that I'm going to get so I can ride it everywhere.
Oh, you actually could. Well, no, I wouldn't trust because of the skeleton. I don't know.
Really?
I don't think it's that strong, Ricky. I'm sorry. It's Castle Doll. And we all know
It's
about
Doll
Castle Doll's skeletons.
Oh, no. No. We all know about it. Like, we all have first-hand experience.
Riders beware.
Okay, look. What if,
Mhm.
like, the next wedding or, like, the next big celebration I go to, I ride in
That'd be badass.
on this doll?
Oh no! Oh my God! That's not even a doll. How could you? That's not a doll. Jeez.
I'm going to dress like He-Man and ride this doll.
Dude, dress as He-Man or dress as fucking Roy from Siegfried and Roy. Just have them make a
Yeah.
white lion.
That
Let your
would
hair grow out. That'd be awesome. Get the Fabio style hairstyle.
Or Ricky, you could go with what's that that Greek thing? It's half man and half that. You could call like I forgot what they call it. It's like a
Like a Minotaur?
not a minotaur. It's the thing that's like half horse and half man.
Centaur.
Oh, centaur.
Is that what that is? Yeah, you see it in those old
Yeah.
movies. You know, it comes out looking like at the top of him is a man, the bottom is like a horse.
Yeah, well, he had that one. He had the female version of that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we don't remember seeing pictures of that. He had the whole.
Probably, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Josie.
I made a meme of that actually using Mr. Ed, the horse, with that one. Yeah.
That's great.
I think Elton John, did he sing that? Did he write it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Elton
he
John.
wrote it. That's cool.
Wow. My God, what next?
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna show that custom doll that was ordered from Elsa Babe. Let me see if I can.
Oh, you're talking about the one that has the scars?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's the only one I remember.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Oh my God.
I can just hear Chabarro saying, "I can feel the love tonight.
Oh,
Come
Yeah.
here, kitty, kitty."
Come here, little kitty. Come here.
What the hell? Oh
We're
man.
all degenerates.
Oh man. Well,
Oh.
this girl looks like she got into a car accident. What happened? All blood all over her.
Yeah, dude, she was ordered with like intentional scarring, and they built the scarring into the doll mold. So this like 3D effect on here is not created by the paint, but rather by the actual 3D modeling of the mold. So they built it in like skin texture.
So it's like this type of scarring, Ricky, that you just want to pick at it and pick at it.
Yup, like when it
What
gets
kind-
really, really.
What kind of sick bastard would order something like this and go to sleep with it?
Well, what's really crazy, Frizz, what's really crazy about
I
this
sold one like this.
this character came from a game. So this character came from like one of those anime
Oh,
games with like a story type of game. So it's not like it's not like the customer had like some fantasy in his head. Like actually,
he goes out and waits for cars to get into accidents and steals the girl.
he didn't do that. He actually he actually likes like the story a lot. And you know what's funny is like our first encounter with him was through Benji, because Benji had he commissioned another doll, but with the other doll it wasn't custom, so they did the paint. And wasn't it also Elsa Babe Benji?
I don't know if maybe it was Elsa Babe. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it being Elsa Babe.
Yeah.
And then basically he got like the paint done on it, and then later on he said, man, I want to like commission a custom build. So this is I believe it's 165 centimeter doll, and it's custom. Like this doll only exists because of this customer wanting
This is 165, Ricky?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's 165 centimeters. She looks much smaller. I would never have guessed.
Yeah,
Body
I
type.
know, right? But look at this body. And he was saying like, well, do you think anybody will want to buy this? I was like, yeah, definitely. Like, I think it's a really, really cool doll. Like this scarring and stuff is really, really unique. And if we've seen anything that like we've seen from Climax, we've seen from other brands, people who like the Barza, the Zarga doll, the little 60 centimeter Hanny Climax dolls, like the people like strange things. They like what do you call it, Nala from Lion King. They like what is it called, pony stuff. They like Judy the rabbit. They like, what's her name from Space Jam, Lola Bunny.
Mhm.
You know, these people are sick, man. They love Lola Bunny. They love Lola Bunny, man. They need help, and we're here to help them. We're here to help them. I say that as a joke.
Yeah.
Because I actually do believe that a lot of the reason that people find certain things outside of normal attractive, I think the reason people find some things outside of normal attractive is because when you see normal so much, you kind of get numb to normal, and so you want something that's a little outside of normal to kind of like stimulate your, oh, this is special sense, you know. And that's why I think a lot of guys like variety. A lot of guys are like, oh yeah, I like this. I like different kind of girls. I like different shapes. It keeps things fresh. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I like big hips, or I love giant titties, or I love flat chest. I love big thighs. I love big asses, or I love small asses, or I like feet, and all kind of different things. I love the women's hands, all types of different things to get us stimulated and stuff. And this is definitely really one of the most unique dolls I've ever seen. If you oops, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, something happened with my sound right now. I did some kind of a weird thing.
It's a little fuzzy, but it's still audible.
Fuck. I hit some stupid setting. Oh man, I hit a key on my keyboard and it fucked everything up. All right, can you hear me okay now or no?
We can hear
Yeah.
Now everything sounds normal to me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Mhm.
Okay. Everything sounds normal to me now. Thank you. I don't know what happened. I hit some weird key on my keyboard and it fucked everything up. But this is one of the really most unique dolls I've seen that looks human. That I was like, wow, this is really cool. I love this. And he wanted people to see this doll and to enjoy her. And this is one of my favorite pictures right here because I feel that it really perfectly captures the texture of the right shoulder. You can see she's got these burns here because in the story she was burned really badly, and that's where these scars come from. And you can see just how good of a job Elsa Babe did here. I mean, they really cratered her up, and they made the scarring go into the chest on her left bob and just kind of slowly fade away, where you can see she wasn't burned as badly, but you still see the surrounding tissue has some kind of coloration there. And you see that here at the bottom as well, going towards the groin area. It starts off really strong, and then it just kind of feathers out and becomes this really light pink color before it just fades to nothing, and then you see normal skin again. So they've done just a really good job here. You can see the hard hands, and no, sorry, I think this is some kind of like bracelet or something like that. But she's got articulated hands, and this is just a really nice doll.
Yeah, they probably did that with like an airbrush or something, like one of those airbrush.
Yeah,
like
that's right.
real fine work. Yeah.
Yep, they do. They use the airbrush.
Boy,
really cool. And I got to see some of the makeup people in China doing the makeup with the airbrush, and it was really interesting. I thought it was really cool, like seeing them use a brush almost like a normal brush. So, like, you see them just kind of like do these little quick movements to like just throw a small amount of paint on there. They're just like, yeah, really cool, really cool. 316 Warrior 8. Did he order a custom outfit for this doll too? I don't think so. No, I don't. I really don't remember him doing that. But really cute doll. We got to list this doll for order on the site because he wanted to support us by letting us sell a doll specifically like this. This is his doll that he's going to receive. She's still on the way over here. I think she's going to get inspected here. If I check the order notes, but man, just a beautiful doll. And Scary Terry used to do all the pictures and stuff, but unfortunately, now we lost her recently, and now I'm gonna have to do that work and stuff. But I'll see the best that I could do. I'm not really good at posing shit and everything, but we're really gonna miss her, and I really appreciate everybody offering their condolences and offering their support. A lot of people pitched in for her GoFundMe to help us out, to help Paul out, and take care of these final expenses and everything. And we're really grateful for you guys, and we appreciate your understanding that we weren't able to have a live stream this last week. It was just too painful, and now it's been about 10 days. It's like, I don't want to say like it's easier, but it is easier because focusing on my job. One of the things that I think is a huge help with depression is well, for me personally, how I've been dealing with it is I just try not to remember it, because I mean, I know I'm going to remember our memories together, and they're going to be painful. They're going to be bittersweet memories going forward, and they're always going to be there. There's always going to be good memories that haunt me the rest of my life. So my way of dealing with it is just not to talk about it right now or not think about it. And I'm trying to mute microphones because there's like a lot of weird like pencil chewing sounds going on. And I'm trying to just pretend it didn't happen for a little bit, and then later on I'll just deal with it however I deal with it then. But just right now, while it's really fresh and painful, I'm just kind of trying to just keep myself busy and just work on what I need to. I'm already super far behind on my mortgage, but I got good news. I talked to the people yesterday, and they were all like, oh, because I'm like 6 months behind on my mortgage, right? and I talked to them, and they were like, "Oh, well, I mean, I've seen so much worse situations." And I was like, "What? Really? You've seen like worse than 6 months behind?" And they were like, "Yes, I've seen that." And I was like, "Man, that's crazy. That's really crazy." And I said, "Well, what do I got to do to keep my house? What is it that I got to do?" And I was like, "I'll do anything. I'll suck dick. Like, just tell me, right?" And they were like, "Well, you don't have to do that, sir, but." No, I was kidding. I was like, "No, look, I tell me what I got to do." And I said, "What kind of programs do you guys offer?" And the cool thing is, they told me, they were like, "Well, when you get on a program, once you're able to start making your regular payments again, there's several programs out there, and what's good is that the programs are not credit based." And I was like, "Oh, good, because my credit's like destroyed right now because of this. Because a lot of your credit depends on your mortgage payments." And I'm in a forbearance plan right now. I'm just kind of pushing it off, and just trying to make as much payment as I can to catch up. And they're like, "Well, you'll get on a program and you'll start making the regular payments. And what you want to do is make sure you make those regular payments, because it's a non-credit based program. And as long as you make those payments, as long as you have no trouble for 2 years, 24 months, you need to make those regular payments, everything will be fine." And they'll just put like a second lien, or they'll put a lien on the home, something like that. And what it is basically, I think it's called like a partial something. I forget what the fuck it's called. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. Partial claim. And the partial claim thing, it basically, like, let's say you fall $30,000 behind, they'll stick a little note on your loan saying that, "Hey, just pretend everything's cool. And then once you pay off your house, you're not going to get the deed to your house until you pay off that 30,000 you fell behind on." And I'm totally cool with that, because it's money that I would have paid anyway. But now it's just keeping me from getting my deed or my title to my house, right? So, not a big deal. As long as I can make my payments at some point here soon, as long as I can make my regular payments, then I'll be good. And my mom's like, "Well, you know, what do you do if you lose your house?" And I'm like, "Dude, if I lose my house, I'm probably just gonna like get rid of as much shit as possible and just take my van up to the north and go live somewhere up there." Like, I really liked Seattle a lot. Me and Terry went there. We had a really good time. You know what I mean? And we just had a really, really great time.
Yes, that's beautiful up there, like Portland, like like the border, like where Portland is, and then what is it? There's right over there. There's Vancouver,
Hmm.
not Canada, but there's a Vancouver, Vancouver, Portland that goes like over like where Washington is. It's like right over
Hmm.
there. Really pretty area. You drive through all the, especially going up to Portland, going up there, you got all the logging roads and stuff. All the logging trucks, and it really whole different type of uh, weather and terrain and stuff. Really cool.
Yeah. I've heard it's really beautiful up there in Washington State. I've been there too, but I wasn't able to like sightsee while I was there. I just went for a wedding.
Yeah. Well, you
Um,
could live. Well, worst comes to worst, you could live back with grandma and help her bake cookies again.
no, I want to get out of here and like start my life over again. If I lose
Grandma.
everything, if I lose my stuff, I'm just gonna get out of here. Like, I could even see myself moving to another country. Like, I just would feel like I'm done. Like, I don't want any part of this anymore. Start over again. I
Yeah,
don't
I
get
know.
You have officially become Ricky Adamas Sr. now.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you sound like your dad.
Yeah, I think so. We would use Scary Terry's favorite thing on the stream was when Ricky would get annoyed with extra sounds. She always laughed at it. That's funny. Yeah, because I'm like, dude, where are these extra fucking sounds sound like? What does it sound like you're shooting on a pencil or something?
Yeah, I
Like,
know. And everybody was everybody was muted, so I don't know where it's coming from.
Billy's Best Dolls, that's what's up, bruh. Black Swordsman, why would you have trouble paying your mortgage? Because at one point I had 5 people working for me, right? So you have to pay 5 people. But to be fair, Diego, he moved to the Philippines, so I only had to pay 4 people after he left, but those 4 people were paid really well. Um, and so when you pay people really well and you have a $3,700 mortgage, it is expensive. So what ended up happening was eventually some people had to be laid off, and then it was just Scary Terry and me pretty much, and then I would just pay Antor a la carte when he would do little stuff, and then when Terry passed away, then it was just me working here, paying Antor very little, and just saying like, "Hey, Antor, if you want to make more money, then like do your job and list these dolls correctly, and stop dicking around." Because I have to keep an eye on it, because I don't want to say Antor's lazy. He's not. He doesn't strike me as lazy, but I'm one of those people that I don't like to just trust and just like blindly trust, right? Like when he says there's, oh, I don't have electricity because there's a cyclone. I don't just like take him at his word that there's really a cyclone going on, all the time. Because he would say, "Oh, there's no electricity, cyclone. There's no electricity, cyclone. There's no electricity, cyclone." I'm like, okay, cool. But then why am I paying you this then if you're not doing work because there's a cyclone? Like I need you to actually do the work for the money I'm giving you too. This isn't free money, So basically having to pay several people and the mortgage, I chose to pay the people and not pay the mortgage. And then eventually I basically don't have those people working for me anymore on the payroll. So now I could start paying my mortgage again. And also, a really, really big part of the bad sales that we had was the website. Like, our stupid old website was so shitty and so slow that people didn't want to go to it because they were like, "I'm not going to go to this stupid website where it takes like 30 seconds to load a page. Screw that. I'm going to go to this other website." So that's why we had to liquidate the old website and make the new website. So now we have the new website. It's a lot faster. It's a lot nicer. People actually like it. It's easier to work with. Cyclone season's over. So now Antor is helping me list stuff again, like aggressively list stuff. That's why you see all these products popping up on the website, thedollchannel.com now. I have a lot more stuff going on, Billy's Best Dolls. Got to be straight with some motherfuckers, and that's the whole thing is, And I told Antor too, because he's like, "Oh, I see you're not having any money to pay me," and I'm like, "Dude," I said, "let's be straight, okay? I paid you really, really good, and I paid you really good while you had your daughter and you're taking this paternity leave, not listing any products, and you collected all this money. You built a new house with all the money that you got. And now there's no more money left. There's no more money left, right?" And some people got soft, man. Like some people got soft and it ended up costing me a lot of money. And now I had to liquidate everything, and I had to get this stuff. Like I had to tighten it up. And then it was just basically me and Terry working and listing stuff. So now like Benji still does some work for us, but it's not like a super lot of custom stuff, because I guess we just haven't had a lot of people.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to put custom stuff together. And then this last order you worked on, Benji, like, man, it took freaking forever for you to put that Jarliette together, because there was so much back and forth between you and Jarliette that they like it was crazy how much work you had to put into that order,
For something that's going to be in stock, especially, but yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Ricky, the whole thing that Antor didn't want to admit to was not the cyclones, is that he's in a third world country and they have a thing called load shedding. Okay. And all third world countries have load shedding, where they cut off the power for certain times of the day in certain areas to save electricity. All right.
Yeah, he would always say that. He would always say load shedding, and I was like, "What the hell is that? List my dolls."
Yeah, exactly. Get a fucking generator, you moron. And that's the whole thing, is that why didn't he get a, doesn't he have a generator? He could get a gas generator with all the money you paid him. There's no excuse why he can't have electricity.
Yeah, dude, he was getting paid like a king, and then now he's all like, oh,
Yeah, he bought himself a fucking moped, a new moped, but not a Honda generator.
I don't have any money. And I'm like, dude, whose fault is that? Like, if you would be listing, like right now, you guys, all these dolls that he's listing, that everything looks really amazing on the site, all these things are popping up. Like, he should have been listing like that like 2 years ago or a year ago when
Right.
we had, like, a lot of people know, they remember when they would go to our site and they would be looking for new stuff and there would be no new stuff listed, no new
Yeah,
dolls, no new features, no new anything. And
exactly.
they're like, damn, like Ricky's website is like really outdated. It has products from
Right.
like a really long time ago. The only reason a lot of people would come to the website is because of our in stock dolls. And then when
Exactly.
in stock dolls inventory evaporated, people were like, well, this site looks like a site that people stopped working on 2 years ago and they just abandoned it. And that's when the problem started, because I was like, well, I feel bad. I got to pay my people, but yeah, my people wasn't supporting me the way that he needed to be, you know? And so that's what happened. It just went downhill, and that was the beginning of the end, and the beginning of this crash. And I kind of look at it like it was a phase, like, you know how they always say, and it's funny because I like looked it up. I was like, is late stage capitalism really a thing? I'm like, that's a funny saying. They're like late stage capitalism, and anyway, I was looking it up and I was like, oh, this is like phases, right? Like, this is a phase where I had to go through this trouble and I had to go through this hardship and I had to learn all these hard lessons and I had to get my ass kicked. And
Right.
now the next time when I do this again, when I build up my inventory again, there's a lot of really good lessons that I'm going to learn that I
Right.
already learned. Sorry.
But,
I have more lessons to learn, Benji, but
but
it sounds like you want to talk really bad. What do you?
one thing that you're missing, all right, and I don't want to dwell on it too much, and but it's an important, the most important lesson is that from the small dolls, that when the law started coming down on us, all right, from the state of Texas, and then you had to deal with the websites and that those issues, that was, I think, a big problem. And we were known for having the small dolls in the past,
Uh-huh.
and we had a lot, was mostly what we had in stock, and people came for that. And and I always knew that there eventually we would have to transition to the normal sized dolls, because it's not going to last forever.
All loves transitioning.
Yeah. So I think that was a big thing. Now I see what we're doing now is we're getting known for more of the anime fantasy type dolls, which is fine. And I think it's good to dominate or be the expert in certain niches, especially when it comes to in stock. A lot of other resellers online, for their in stock, they'll have WM or whatever, normal regular dolls or some torsos and stuff. But you're focusing more on the Irokb gene, or those other niche dolls that you want to work on to have in stock, which I think is a good idea. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to do a little bit of everything. I know the Irokb gene's kind of slowed down a little bit recently, but I think I have some ideas to get those back up and running again. I know I had like a 110 pregnant that was like ready to ship. There's a 130 ready to ship from the super sales page that I think I marked down to 10.99 from 12.99. So that one will probably be selling soon.
Mm.
But I'm stocking the MW Girl dolls really aggressively because I know MW Girl is not one of those brands that any American really carries. Like, I noticed that MW Girl is sold mostly by the Asian market, and there's a reason for that. I was telling you, Benji, because I misunderstood you yesterday
Mm.
when you were like, "Hey, what was it that you said? Something like, have you paid for this order?" And I
Right,
heard
right.
I remember I was like, oh, Benji, you know, and dude, I'm like, you got to forgive me because
I said, has the customer paid for the order? That's what I was said. And then you
yeah,
spelled
you
out,
said,
have
has the
you paid
customer
for it?
paid for the order? And I thought you were asking me like, have I paid for the order? No,
Right.
I was like, Benji, I was like really flustered because I only got like the 5 hours of sleep that was like shitty and interrupted. Like it wasn't even like a full restful
Right.
5 hours. It was like a shitty 5 hours. And then
Right.
I had to go do some stuff for my nephew yesterday and stuff. And I was like, dude, like, fuck, on my day off, I have to be doing all this shit. I want to just go to sleep. And so at the end of the day, you caught the tail end of that. And I was like, you know, it's midnight and I haven't had a minute to myself today.
Yeah.
What do you need, Benji? Right? And you were telling me, oh yeah, this and has a customer paid, and I misunderstood you, and that was one of the things is that I was telling you, dude, Benji, do you know how hard it is to pay some of these manufacturers? Like I'm banned by PayPal, I'm banned by Wise, I'm banned by all of these platforms that let you send money overseas. Like the only way to pay some of these manufacturers is to find somebody else that's in China to pay them. And it's like really difficult to do that because I'm like, how do I find just some random Chinese person to pay, right? And so luckily over the years I've developed some connections and stuff. But I told Antor this morning, I was like, Antor, do you know what a hurdle is? When you jump a hurdle, I said it's annoying because you have to find a solution to the problem, right? And I said you have to jump the hurdle because me and Antor are going to start selling on Amazon, Benji. And he had ordered like 500 cutting boards to like sell on Amazon. I was like, okay, I want to try this out. I want to see how this works. And I told him, I said, you might not make any money at first. Like, that's the way business is. You don't
Right.
go in expecting to make money at first. Sometimes you lose money or you put in a lot of time and
Right.
effort and you don't make shit at first. You have to figure out how it works first. And then once you figure it out, then you can make money like after a few months or a couple of months or a year or 2 years, right? Like sometimes it takes a while before you make money in business. And I was explaining to him and I said, but don't worry, Antor, because he said, oh, I am not know anything about this because I am not a businessman like you, so I do not know. And I told him, I was like, so look, just we got to be patient. And he is patient. He knows we might not make money at first.
Wait, you're selling cutlery boards on Amazon?
Yeah, cutting boards. Yeah.
Cutting boards?
Yeah.
I did not know this. Are they like do you have your own like design on it or something, or how does it differentiate from the other ones on Amazon?
It's a brand. It's like he we made a, what do you call it, a trademark brand, and had them like put the brand on there, and then they like he paid somebody to like make images for the cutting board and to like make the whole listing look nice and stuff. I'll ask Antor if I can like show you all the listing once it's up.
Whose idea was this?
It was Antor's idea.
Okay, I wish you would have spoken to me first, because I've done this before for Amazon for 3 products, and I'll tell you, you got to be extra careful because you can be putting all that money into something that will not sell even 1 unit. All right, if you don't choose the right product, you have to be very careful in what you're choosing to import and to sell on Amazon Prime. That's the key. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so the whole reason I'm even in on that business is because Antor tried to run it by himself, and then when he did, Amazon did like some video confirmation call or whatever, and
Right.
they tried to verify with him, and they called him, and he failed the video verification.
Oh,
So they
God.
shut his account down, and he was like,
Oh,
hey, Ricky, so I am buying 500 cutting boards, and my Amazon account is shut down, so I need your help. And I was like, good. I would like to find another way to make money.
oh my God. Can I ask how much you invested in these cutting boards?
I don't actually remember. Maybe like 700.
Okay, that's not that bad. So, and they were probably reselling them at like $25-$30 each.
Yeah, they're going to be like $27 or something to start off,
All
whatever.
right. Okay.
So
All right. That's not
anyway,
bad.
so I told Antor, I don't want to get too far off my topic.
Yeah.
I told Antor, I said, we face all of these hurdles. And one of the hurdles that we face, Benji, like we were talking about, like if the customer paid, yes, the customer paid. But one of the hurdles that we face is getting the money to the manufacturer.
Right.
How do you pay MW Girl? How do you pay Croissant Doll? How do you pay BC Dolls when they don't have a bank account to send money to? Because I asked them, I'm like, can I send money by bank transfer? And they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have an account. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how am I supposed to pay you?
Yeah. So I don't get that.
Yeah.
And you can't. There's nothing you can't. They don't have e-commerce sites, right?
Yeah, right. So I know one of the solutions that JM Doll had proposed to me was with AliExpress or Alibaba. I think you can like pay that way. But I think I've done that. I've done that before, like 5 or 6 years ago, but I haven't done that since. But I'm not sure how it would work now. But typically in the past, the way they would do it is like, let's say you have a doll that's $1,000 that you need to pay for to somebody in China, right? Well, somebody in China would like list that they would list a T-shirt for like $20, and then what they would do is they would tell you, "Hey, Benji, here I'm going to make a listing for the T-shirt, and what you're going to do is you're going to buy 50 of these $20 T-shirts. That way, you'll give me the $1,000 I need." You're going to say you're buying T-shirts, but really you're buying a doll, but it's in the form of T-shirts.
Right.
Yeah, that's how they would do it before. So
That's pretty funny.
yeah, there's like creative ways that.
You know, do you hear they were doing the same thing with like trafficking prostitutes or like minors on Wayfair through selling cabinets for $10,000? You heard about that thing?
Yeah.
Or
Go ahead and
Wayfair.
explain it so people can hear.
So they were showing on Wayfair. There was this story about like these armoires or pieces of furniture that were, nothing special, fairly, cheap looking, and you would see like a boy or a girl pose in front or opening or demonstrating the product, like an armoire or a dresser or whatever, and the price on it would be like $10,000, $15,000, $25,000, right? And we're like, well, what the hell is this all about, right? So I guess they investigated it, and I don't know the full story, but yeah, they were. I guess that was the way how they could sex traffic minors or something like that through these fake Wayfair listings, which is wow. Yeah. So now you know. Now you know if you see a product that's going for like 20 grand and you see some weird model pose next to it, okay, and now you know what it's about. Yeah, now you know what it's about. Exactly. So that's interesting. And Ricky, is that because of the small dolls, the nature of the dolls? Is that why they're doing all of this weird bank transfer shit?
No, I think some of it actually has nothing to do with the small doll stuff. Because I mean, Croissant Doll's anime, BC Doll's anime, MW Doll, like MW Girl Doll, Demonic Princess, which goes by MW Girl. More people know Demonic Princess by MW Girl, but I thought that Demonic Princess sounded really cool because they said, oh, our name is a bunch of Chinese characters. And I was like, what does that stand for? And they said it stands for Demonic Princess. And I was like, that's fucking cool. I like that name.
So, Ricky, didn't you mention something about in China how they have some law that toys, like sex toys, can't have any sort of like children or like juvenile thing on it? Like, oh God, I forgot what it is. You were saying something about the.
Yeah, Elsa Babe told me. Elsa Babe was like, yeah, a lot of these sex doll. The manufacturers who make smaller sex dolls like 65 Chloe or let's say 70 centimeters Zarga, whatever, they won't dare show their face at certain certain conventions because they don't want to be accused of selling a sex item or a sex toy or something that could be used for sex that a child might mistake for a toy.
That's what it was. So a child might mistake for a toy.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I think is happening. Is that now because of what's happening in China with the threats from Europe over the risky dolls? Is that it was the same thing with like a child may mistake it as a toy. So now I think they're coming down hard on these people too. Because yeah, you could say, hey, these look like stuffed animal toys because they're they look like animals and it looks like a kid's toy or goblins, and also maybe copyright infringement. That could be another issue, but we don't really talk too much about that. Who knows what these heads could be with copyright infringement to some degree. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna. I think that's a really good point, Benji. And there's a lot of things that go on with this type of stuff that are, what do you call it? That some people are like they're fascinated by, and there's some things that are like strange for people to understand, And let me tell this person that they were asking me questions about like, oh, how come I can't log into my account? If anybody can't log into their account, it's because the old website was deleted and because we built a new website. Okay, so we built a new website and all the old stuff was deleted. But if you have your old order number, I can look up what you spent and I can take those points from your old account on the old website and I can apply those points to your new website very easily. I've done that for like probably 5 to 10 people already.
Or just your name is good enough, Ricky. You don't need your order number. Can't you look it up by their last name?
Yeah. Let's see. I'll tell them I can look it up.
I took a screen cap.
Yeah. So sorry about that. I just wanted to tell them, and I wanted to let anybody who's on the live stream know. Damn, that's really annoying, this stupid notification thing. But I wanted to ask, what do you call it? I wanted to ask SE Doll. I was asking Sherry at SE Doll about that 148 silicone because somebody had asked to buy her. Let me see. I wanted to ask if that's the only photo shoot or if there's other heads, because she sent me one. But oftentimes when they come out with a new body, they'll do a photo shoot with different heads. Yeah, interesting. I would like to sell more SE Doll. I really would. SE Doll's been super supportive. And when me and Terry went to AVN, I don't know if you guys know this story or not. When me and Terry went to AVN, maybe 3 years ago, and I think this was, I'm trying to remember. I think that was when Mike Schiraldi wasn't there with us, and me and Scary Terry went, and it was the wholesale side. It was A&E that we went into, and there was several doll manufacturers there, including Iron Tech, right? And when we got to SE Doll had been waiting all the days, and me and Terry, we looked like assholes. We walked in on the last day of A&E. It was my fault. I was too busy having a good time. I was younger and stupid, and I should have been there. I should have been there sooner. SE Doll was like, oh, we thought we were going to miss you. We thought we weren't going to see you. Like, we were waiting for you. And they had, like, little signs and everything said, welcome, Ricky. Welcome.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, wow, I'm such a dick.
Oh, my God,
I'm
Ricky.
such a dick. And I got there, and they were like, oh, we have special price for you. We have SE Dolls from the convention. You can buy cheap price. Take home with you. And I was like, wow, I'm a dick. And I felt so bad. And me and Terry got there. They gave us each a power bank. And I still use those power banks. Terry loved using the power bank because her phone was always dying, right? Terry loved using the power bank. She would always use my power bank instead of hers. I could hear her already saying, like, good. she would always use my power bank, and she had her own power bank that she got from SE Doll, and those power banks still work really well to this day. And where those power banks had like the 3 different cables attached as part of the power bank, where it has a C charger one, it has a micro USB charger, and it has an iPad charger on it. So no matter if you have something that needs a micro USB, a C charger, or an iPod, old traditional connection, it will take any of those 3 and charge up your device. It's an amazing product. What were you gonna say, Benji?
Oh, I was going to also mention about SE Doll is that what I like about them is that they're decent quality. They keep up to all the new things. They're doing the animatronic head. I believe this is SE Doll that's doing it. The robotic head for a reasonable price. And they have a lot of other, different add-on features. And I think they're, kind of up there with Iron Tech, close to it. And they have a US-based warehouse for in stock, which is good, that they could, let us put on the website to sell their in stock, which is good. And I think they're fair. They have good, decent customer service. They're responsive, and they have a good quality product overall. Yeah. I just wish they made some smaller size models, some builds. Like I wish they would have like a 150, but like a B cup thin model. That would be a little bit better. But yeah,
150.
Yeah, like they're not doing like 150 B cups. All right, they're harder to find. I'm noticing with like a just not such a huge ass and stuff, like whatever average, just on the lighter weight side. And yeah, those are just like they're harder to come across. I've noticed in some of these manufacturers. Like WM, I believe, has a good amount of those types of models.
Oh,
but the other ones, it's like you want to get a 150, her tits are going to be like N cup or something.
N cup.
Yeah, or whatever. They're going to be huge knockers and missiles, rather than like something like a B cup or C cup. That's just like a good enough for a handful, a hand grab.
Mm-hmm.
For cupping.
Yeah. I really, I think that a lot of these dolls, they make a lot of these different models, and some of these models, they fail to stick out because they look too similar to other dolls. I was telling Paul, I said, a lot of these dolls, I look at them and I'm like, that doesn't appeal to me. Like, that doesn't even look like a real skinny girl. Like, it looks fake. And Paul was like, yeah, it's because I think they get the stomach wrong. Like, they don't realize that even thin girls have like some belly. They have something there, but these dolls, they make them look sometimes like their stomach is just sunken in, and it's like that's not really realistic.
Or they may go a little bit too far on the hourglass shape,
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people won't complain about that.
But if it's too much, it's just like it's like almost like a fucking triangle, like a triangle, like the points are on top of each other, upside down. But
yeah. And it's really funny. Some of the stuff that I've seen that I'm like, yeah, that just makes the doll not look particularly good. It just doesn't look right. And I see this new 148 silicone. Actually, I think this looks really good. It's a really, really good looking doll.
The one right in front of us?
Rather than, what?
Oh, okay. I thought you were referring to the picture for the 148 silicone. I didn't know what you were looking at.
70 centimeter Zarga.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah. It's actually this one right here. This is that new 148. I thought she was holding a piece of pizza, so I got excited. But she's holding like some kitty. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
You want to order a pizza? Is that what you wanted? Yeah, to order the pizzas.
No,
Put it on the company card.
now this is perfect, Ricky. This is perfect because you know what I like about this model. I
Huh.
like that it's something that can appeal to a lot of the guys that like the stuff on like them on the younger side.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect face, breast size, and looks like that she's not overly heavy. Yeah, I could see a lot of dudes digging this one, big time,
Yeah.
big time. Yeah.
Oop, oop, oop,
Oh
oop,
shit, Ricky,
oop,
Ricky. Oh
oop,
shit,
oop, oop.
Ricky.
Oh no,
I wanted people to get a quick little look, you know.
nudity.
Yeah, this is like 15, 16-year-old like pass for
Well, man, that's just like your opinion.
subjective. It's subjective. I know. I know. It's my
That's
opinion.
still not good.
She's
The
legal.
Big
She's
Lebowski.
only
Big
6 months
Lebowski
old.
Moon Knight? Remember Big Lebowski Moon Knight? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just
Yeah.
like your
Yeah.
opinion.
It's funny. I walked into the weed dispensary the other day. I was walking Bella, the dog, so I went in with her, and some of them asked for your ID at the door. Some of them don't. This one happened to ask for your ID. I'm like, well, does Bella need her ID? She's 10 years old. Is that all right? Yeah.
I like to think that when you said that there was like a guy working at the countertop, like really overthinking that because he was using some of the products. He's like, wait, she's 10 years old.
Yeah,
Like
that's
dog
70,
years.
70. And
Yeah, so he's trying to do the calculation, but at the
Yeah.
same time, he's just like going on the best adventure of his life.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. That's funny.
But
Maybe I
yeah.
will list SE Doll next and then focus on Star Prey after that because
Now that's something you could stock, Ricky. The one that you were just showing, that 148. That one. That's like a stockable type of one that I could see people really digging. Now that the smaller risky dolls are so much harder to get, this would be like the next good option.
Yeah, I actually, if anybody's interested, we used to sell a 130 TPE JX doll with a silicone head that was really, really popular. We called her Jubeka. Her other name was Sakura. And if anybody's interested in that doll, I might start like a waiting list for that. And when I say waiting list, I mean like what I might do is I might have it to where I need a certain amount of money to order. They said they could get them for me, but I need to order like 10 at a time. So I need to get enough money to order like 10 of them. So if I can order 10 of them, then I can have her made again for anybody who liked that 130 JX doll with the silicone head, implanted pink hair, named Sakura.
Put up a listing. Why not put up a listing for it and tell people they could pre-order and just kind of have it put them at your cost for the first deposit, so you can order them all and just give it like at least a 3 to 5 month waiting list.
Yeah, it sucks. I would have to like order them, and then my plan was to have them sent by sea. But yeah, you're probably right, Benji. It probably would be like a 3-month thing because in order to get the doll that cheap for like $600 or $700, they have to be sent by ocean to save as much money as possible on the shipping.
And people would do that, Ricky, if they can get it at a really good price. All right, and they're going to save a few $100 like that, then why not opt for that? Why not opt for the ocean freight? Especially most of these people probably already have dolls, to entertain them in the meantime. It's not like their first doll.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Look, I don't get why you think this looks young. I don't.
No, I'm saying like 15.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's developed high school. We could say high school.
No,
Senior
Benji.
year.
Senior year. Yeah, call it the senior
Community
year.
we'll call it community college. Yeah.
Community
Freshman
college.
community college. There you go.
13th grade, Ricky. Yeah.
Community college freshman.
Yeah. 13th grade.
Community college freshman.
Exactly.
Good job, Moon Knight. You did a good job there.
Yay!
You served your country.
I did.
You
Okay.
served your country. Look at that. That's a pretty doll, man.
And this is, you said SE, right?
Yeah, SE doll.
And okay, and this is custom. They're not stocking this in their US warehouse.
They're not. I don't think they're stocking.
Yeah, I don't think they are because I went to their in stock.
Brand new, so probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And usually when they stock the dolls, I don't know if they probably don't do more than 5 of each, I'm guessing, for most of the models. You know, when they bring in a shipment,
Yeah.
probably 5 of each model.
What I think is funny is like the ones that are really, really bad about that are fan reel. There's some like that fan reel have that they only have like 1 of each model in stock. I'm like, dude, I'm definitely not listing it on my website because if somebody else sells that one doll, then I sell it, then I'm like, hey, can you send this to my customer? Right. I'm gonna look like an idiot.
No, I agree. I agree with you. That's the hardest part about trying to, like, when you list their shit that's in stock. That as long as you know that, for instance, if you do sell something that's out of stock, as long as you know that every 2 months they're replenishing it, like there's always a shipment coming in, you know, around the corner, then you could get the customer to wait if they're patient enough. But otherwise, if it's just going to be out of stock for months on end and you don't even know when the replenishment's going to be, then yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that does. So I don't know. I'm looking at the options now for SE doll. You can see all of these different things they have, like ultra flex fingers, ROS sucking and heating. Heating what? Is that heating vagina, I'm guessing? Oral heating.
Oh yeah, oral heating, yeah.
I didn't know they had that. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I have one that has the oral heating in my showroom, but that's not SE doll. I have fuck, I forgot the name.
Put this in your mouth, bitch.
Yeah. So you want to burn your dick off? That's how you do it, man.
Oh my god!
Look at this picture right here, Moonat.
I just thought of something. Like, what if there's like a cheap doll owner out there and he's like, I don't need no heating sucking head. I use Icy Hot.
Icy Hot. Now that looks like a rectum, Ricky. That looks like the inside of a rectum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put this in your mouth.
That's crazy.
And they also have the bobbing head, like Iron Tech. I'm not sure if they have that same technology. If SE doll has that, where the chicken head shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Chicken head shit.
Yeah, the oral bobbing and the hips and shit. It moves. that robotic function of where the whole doll moves. I think that's Iron Tech, but I think SE doll may have something similar.
Mm-hmm. No naked video. Yes, Paul?
It's any pizza for $9.99. So what do you want on it?
Ooh.
Any pizza?
Yeah.
Guess I'm going over.
Moonchip says he's coming over here.
I'm not. I'm wearing my pajamas.
Fucking Domino's cheap shit pizza.
I don't know if they have basil or not. Probably not. Dude, just do pepperoni, pineapple, mushroom, please.
Pineapple, mushroom. What are you in fucking Hawaii?
And just like that, he lost half his fan base for the pineapple remark.
See if they'll do double pepperoni, Paul. Please. Thank you.
Pineapple on pizza.
Oh, dude, pineapple.
Blasphemy.
People, pineapple.
I gotta eat out of the moon bowl, the dog bowl. Just because you eat your dinners out of a dog bowl doesn't make you a furry.
Okay.
Your Moon Knight, your dinner's here in the dog bowl. You eat with the dogs.
Just because you shit in the litter box doesn't make you a furry either, right?
How come the video doesn't want to play it?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, there's a lot of nudity in
Yeah,
it.
you can't show this, Ricky. You can't show this.
I shouldn't show the nudity.
Yeah, we don't need to get any strikes. We're already like,
Yeah, we're already down like 4 channels.
Yeah, like we don't need any more damage.
We only have like 1 channel left. That reminds me, I really, really need to do what I said I was going to do a long time ago, which is to get the I need to get an email list started. Like that's super important.
Yes.
If I have an email list, I can tell everybody when the live stream is and where to go there and what's going on.
The only way you can do it, Ricky, is you have to manually go into each um, order and extract the email and put it into a spreadsheet. I don't know what other way to do it.
Yeah. I there's programs that mainly what I need is I need a program where I can like share a link with somebody and tell them like, here, sign up. Here's a link to sign up. That's what I really need.
Well, you have it, and the platform you're using has that program where you could send messages to the customers that order, like to show promotions and stuff. All of them have it, so it's already in the system somehow. You just got to figure it out.
Yeah, I haven't taken time to figure out how email marketing email lists work. I really, really need to figure that out because that's so important, and that's one of the final bits of how do you say of being not able to be canceled that needs to be filled in. There's so many building blocks of avoiding cancellation, and that's one of them. And one building block of avoiding complete cancellation is for people to be able to pay you, and your processors can easily block you from collecting money from customers. So you need to find ways around it. This is a very difficult industry. The adult industry is under attack by old people who think that the world should be like run super, super, super like the old days. Like, remember in the 50s when we used to wake up and eat like pancakes and big extravagant breakfasts and we used to right now, and I'm not being political, by the way, because I know some people might. I just want to be very, very clear that I'm not being political right now. I want to be very, very clear that there's just some people, it's like always like really, really older people that are set in their ways that are not open, because there's two types of older people. There's older people that adapt and they realize that the world always changes, even from last year. The world is different. The world changes, and there's people that embrace change. And then there's older people who want the world to be like how it was when they grow up, which, sorry, but that's not happening. And there's the older people that are like, they want us to just live like in the old days. They think that we live in the same world they grew up in, where you asked a girl to court you and you open up the door and she was feminine and she did all these things like not being a total raging bitch with really huge expectations. Like, it's not like that anymore. Okay. We have social media and we have all this crazy shit going on now that the whole social relationship between men and women, and even between men and other men as friends, or women and other women as friends, everything has changed. Like men and women friends, all the whole dynamic is all fucked up, and it's not the way it used to be. People aren't used to talking to other people. We have people going to college now who struggle to read. It's a real thing. You might not know that, but there's some people who make it to college now who've never read a book in their entire life. That's a thing, right? That is a thing now. And there's articles about it. And I'm like, maybe it's not too late for me to go back to medical school. I'm like, these kids can't even read nowadays. I was driving the bus. I shit you not, guys. I was driving the bus 2 days ago, and there was this young girl. She was riding the bus to her job. And she said, this is my first job. And I was like, that's wonderful. I think that's great. You're going to your first job at like 11 at night. Thank you, Paul. You're going to your first job. I asked her, I said, where are you going? And she showed me the address, and I was driving the bus, so I didn't look at the address number. I just saw that it was on Network Avenue or Network Street. I drive down Network and I say, ma'am, there is 3 bus stops on this street. And do you know which one you're getting off at? And she goes, I'm going to Business Park. And I'm like, that's great. Well, Network is near Business Park, and Business Park is this huge cluster of businesses there's so many businesses everywhere. I don't know if you guys have a place like that in your town or your city. Business Park is like called that for a reason. There's a shitload of businesses that have like storefronts, but they're not really storefronts where you go shopping. They're just offices where people go and they work. It would be like what we do here, kind of, right? We don't get very many visitors, but if you wanted to come here, you could. And I asked her, I said, well, what address are you going to? And she goes, my phone died. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Your phone died. You don't know the address of where you're going, even though you probably should have wrote that down. Oh, by the way, you probably should have charged your phone if you were going to work at 11 at night, so you could have a way to like get home later. Like I said, okay, so no big deal. You failed to prepare. You're young. Like, you're not seasoned yet. That's cool. Let's not panic. What's the name of the business that you're going to work for? And she was wearing this uniform, and I tried to look on her uniform to see like the name of the business. And she's like, I don't know. It's at Business Park. And I was like, okay, so you don't know the address of where you're going, right? No. You don't know who you're working for, right? No. I said, I can't help you. Like, there's no way for me to know where you're going. Like, I would just go home. And I was like, wow, this new generation, man, they are something else.
What a moron. God. You're actually going for a job. Why? You go back to school. That's where you need to go.
So when I saw this article the other day, Frizz, that said some students are arriving at college and cannot read a sentence or something. When I read that, and I believe it, because now I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen with my own eyes how unprepared some of the new generation is. And I think it's ridiculous, but I also think it's sad too. I think it's really sad.
Yeah,
like,
you would think the newer generation would be up on us, the older people, because they got new modern stuff going on now. They got new technology. They got iPad, cell phone. They got all these tools that we never had when I was growing up, at least, So you would think they would be much more prepared to enter this journey, And
you're absolutely right, Frizz, and that's part of the struggle that these kids have, is that they are enabled by the achievements of older generations, right? We have these incredible inventions like Microsoft and Apple, like how they invented these huge and pioneered these huge innovations in technology, like the smartphone, the Windows software, the iPad. They made all these wonderful things. And the new generation feels like they achieved that, like they made it, and they feel like, oh yeah, this tool is my brain. No, this tool is not your brain. This tool is amplifying your brain to just barely keep up with what people who came before you can do without a computer. And I'll give you an example. Can a lot of kids nowadays do their times tables? Do they know their times tables? No, they don't. And why is that, Moon Knight? Because they have a
smartphone to do it for them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have a phone that has a calculator.
I remember going to school with a notebook, and in the back of every notebook, there was a times table there. It was already printed on the times table. So
Chris, you used to bring your abacus to school, right? For math class?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Like school, still had the bell outside.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I think that like the younger generation takes for granted, and sometimes it sucks because they'll do something like this. You'll be like, hey, do you know your times tables? And they'll be like, no, I don't know my times tables. And you'll be like, well, you should know your times tables. And then they'll be like, well, I don't need my times tables. I have a calculator. And they'll be like, why do I need to know my times tables, or why do I need to do that when I could just use my calculator? And you're thinking, well, because you might need to, and then it's hard to come up with an example of why they should know math. And then what's funny
Suppose
is
your
that,
phone died and you couldn't, you didn't have it charged up. Like,
and you
no, you
needed to
can't get
know,
to
and you needed to know how many apples Susie would have if she had 13 apples and gave 8 to Jimmy.
And then you ate 4. How many apples you got left?
Why do I need to know that? Well, because if you had 13 apples and you divided them into 5 pieces apiece, you would need to know how many pieces of apple you had.
Now let's make it a little hard. Let's take each apple and cut it in 4 pieces. Now you gave them to 12 people. How many apples you got left?
Why would I need to know that? Why would there be 13 people?
Because you never know. You might have to feed some.
Yeah.
You need to know how many apples to buy.
Yeah. They would say, well, why would everybody want exactly 4 pieces? Shut up. Just tell me why.
Shut up, you stupid bastard.
Because Jimmy's a little piece of shit, and he gets pissed off if somebody gets more than him. That's why we do this.
That's why.
Who the hell's Jimmy?
Yeah, it's so different world out there, man. Golly. Boy, oh boy.
I'm just
Now,
saying,
see, we don't even have a host anymore. What happened to the host? Oh, here he is.
sorry. I was just making the point that, if you don't do your basic stuff, then you run into situations like this where you're like, well, why do I need to learn how to read? And then later on it comes back to bite you in the ass and you're like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
I probably should have paid more attention in English because
Right.
now I don't know the address of where I'm going to work.
Yeah,
I
look at, oh my God.
I don't know who I'm going to work for. And it's like, it's crazy. I forgot who it was. I think it was like my brother or something asked like, well, how did she call the person? He said her phone died. And I said, because the bus driver had a power bank on him that SE Doll gave him. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Somebody just happened to luck out and had a power bank there.
Uh-huh.
God, man.
Yeah. And I was like, man, and it's so crazy.
I like that. Ever see that show? I think it was Walters, and he goes out and asks people. I think it's on Gutfeld or something. That guy Walter, he would go out and ask these people questions. Just young generation questions. Who is the president here? Who was president? They have no clue. Who's that? Oh, I think it was Jimmy Carter. Who's the first president? I don't know. The one guy said, "Who's the first president?" Oh yeah, it was the guy that flew the kite. That's Benjamin. Benjamin Franklin.
That's Benjamin Button, right? Was that Benjamin Button?
Yeah, right. I mean, they have no, God.
I know the ones who got famous for that recently is the Whatever podcast. They'll ask the girls like,
"Oh, really?
What city is France in?" And then they'll be like, Germany," and they'll be like, they'll be like, well, France is a country.
That's another country, you idiot.
It's not a city. Or they'll ask like, hey, what name one country in South America. They don't know. They do that. Yeah, they'll do that. But what's crazy is like they'll say, well, the podcast makes women stupid, right? But in reality, there would probably be, if you took some younger guys and put them on that show, they probably wouldn't know the answer either, because it's not necessarily women. It's also just the new generation and
it's guys.
No child left behind.
Yeah,
Bunch of Edgars.
Boy, man, how are they gonna go forward in this world? Jeez, man.
So it's wild, man. I think it's hard to avoid technology, but I think it's good. It's good for us to avoid technology, because if we lean on it like a crutch too much, it actually makes us weaker. So we gotta be careful of that.
Well, I'm gonna take off, Ricky.
All right, we're gonna cut it off. You're already at the 3-hour-ish mark. Yeah, so that was fun, guys. I really
it was a good scream. It was a good stream. Scream.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna work on listing SE dolls now.
Are you still gonna have a video? I mean, a stream about Terry?
Oh yeah, I mean, we
We're gonna have
wanted to do that today, and you know what? I want to try to. Maybe what I could try to do is just have like I need to put together some more pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think we can do something like that because I know Paul wanted to have like a memorial for her. She's gonna have be cremated. I think like in the next 7 to 14 days. So.
Wow.
So, yeah, they're gonna do he wants to do a little memorial service for her. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do that. I really think that would be good. Maybe we could do that this next Tuesday.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just post or something. Let me know ahead of time.
Yeah. But actually, let me think. I have to talk with Paul about it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. Because I think 2 live streams this next week might be a little too much, but
yeah. Or just dedicate one live stream to Terry, pictures and stuff, whatever.
Yeah. I think that would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Maybe we could do like a quick, like just 1 hour one on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think that's what we'll shoot for. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Just do it for an hour.
Yeah.
And then that way Wednesday we're fresh coming in.
Right.
The normal doll podcast. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. All right.
Thank you guys. So I'll see y'all Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central. You guys have a good night. And thank you everybody, all the people on X.
Yeah.
40 people on X and 8 on YouTube. Crazy.
Wow, X really did good.
Yeah, X is great. It's crazy. There's only 8 on YouTube. That's wild.
Well, yeah, that's weird.
There must be
it was up to 15 at one point. I checked. I was looking at it. So,
is it Brazil versus the Mexicans right now or something?
No, there's no game until tomorrow.
Live. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why it's doing good viewership. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, is it Brazil versus the Mexicans?
No, not even close.
Moonlight Hondurans versus Italy or something.
Brazil goes against the lycanthrope.
The Incans versus the Eskimos.
Oh yeah, the lycanthrope. You know what a lycanthrope is?
Is it the vampires versus the lichens?
A lycanthrope. I think that's some kind of not a werewolf, like a wolf or something.
Yeah.
You're right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Werewolf in London.
I remember we were talking about his hair was
in London.
His hair was perfect.
Oh yeah, little old lady got mutilated late last night. I like that one. You better hold on to it, Jim.
Rip your lungs out, Jim.
Yeah, like the meat is Taylor. He had some great